Petals of white cover fields flowing in grieving tears, and all the hearts once new, owned and shattered now. Love can kill, love will die. Give me wings to fly, fleeing this world so cold. I just wonder why. Cold as the dark, now my words are frosted with every breath. Still the hate burns wild, growing inside this heart. When the wind changes course, when the stars align, I will reach out to you and leave this all behind. When heavens divide. When heavens divide, I will see the choices within my hands. How can we ever protect and fight with our tiny souls? Let me shine like the sun through the doubts and fear. Do you feel the storm approach as the end draws near? When heavens divide, time will come to softly lay me down. Then I can see a face that I long to see. And for you, only you, I would give anything, leaving a trace for love to find the way. When heavens I will dive into the fire, spilling the blood my desire. The very last time, my name scorched into the sky. When heavens divide, I will see the choices within my hands. How can we ever protect and fight with our tiny souls? Let me shine like the sun through the doubts and fear. Do you feel the storm approach as the end draws near? When heavens divide, time will come to softly lay me down. Then I can see の声が聞こえてくるいつまでも広がる世界から誰かの祈り響いてゆくどこまでも溶け合う世界へとこの鎖が導くステージ遠く静かに幕開けを待つ出会いと別れが交わる時に紡がれる物語過去も今も明日も踏み込まれてく揺らぐ街に100の出会いを超えてたどり着く大地で100の別れの意味手上の解き放つ歌え踊れすぐのライトが闇を照らす世界は一つの舞台重く降りたシャマトの壁目指す道はおぼろなままだから風にひとひら舞う花のように遥か空を越えて新世界の扉開こう100の出会いを超えてたどり着く大地で100の別れの意味手上の解き放つ歌え踊れエンドステージの幕が開る世界は一つの舞台それは交差する世界
Guys, we are in the final days. The day of reckoning is upon us. This was make or break. This was make or break. And we have been broken. We have been whipped and we have been lashed by our knuckle dragging overlords. And if you say anything to them, you get blocked on Twitter. We are in the most shambolic timeline. We are in the most shambolic timeline. We are in the final days. I don't know what else to say. Let me just read out Mr. Mars super chat because it was very generous to drop a 50 and a 5. Thank you, Mr. Mars. You know what? Of all the bad news today, I was most looking forward to talking to my community. So this is the only saving grace of this shit show. The only saving grace. Mr. Mars, thank you for the $50. We waited half a year. Murray's wet dream, Budokai Tenkaichi, Mario Party, brain rot, fuck ass Tekken 8. I'm not surprised. I hope my favorite fighting game burns because I'd rather it be dead than it be destroyed and turn into something that isn't Tekken. Bro, I'm with you. I'm with you this entire time. This entire time I've been saying I don't want Tekken to go down in flames, man. Like I really don't. And you guys have been here with me. I'm always optimistic before a new season. I always say, let's keep the spirits high. Let's not be Debbie Doomers or Debbie Downers. When it comes out, we'll trash it. But beforehand, let's... Obviously, they're going to learn. They're going to learn. There's no way you fuck up that hard twice in a row. I mean, it's technically 3 times, but we'll give them season 1. Twice in a row. Unprecedented incompetence. Mr. Mars, thank you for the $5. Go play Fatal Fury Seat of the Wolves or go outside, touch some grass, go for a run, anything really, bro. Like I showed you in the video, I've been enjoying myself on DOA 6 and I've been enjoying myself on Pokemon. I do not understand what they were smoking. I don't. I really, really don't. I'm a Tekken King now. I forgot about that. Can I even be bothered to get God of Destruction again? I can't. I don't know if I can be bothered. See, Bims, thank you for the 14 months, bro. Thank you for being a member for that long. I truly appreciate it. Why are we playing this shit? Well, the reason that we've got it on today, and you guys know that the Tekken streams have slowly started to die off. It's been replaced more with the podcast. The reason we've got on today is that we're going to be joined by Blackheart, we're going to be joined by Finty, we might be joined by some other people as well. We're going to talk about it today, we're going to play it a little bit, look at some other things that has been going on with the game. And then, I'll be honest with you guys, you know, I keep it real with you all the time. Don't expect to see Tekken 8 being played in a live stream on this channel like we were doing weekly. Probably going to be at best once a month if they don't get their shit together, which we all know they're not going to. So, right. I warned you all. Yeah, bro. Listen, a lot of you said a lot of different things, and none of you were wrong. You weren't wrong. You weren't wrong. Invite PL. Did you know what? PL had a take on Twitter that I was very surprised about. So I do actually want to talk to PL because obviously he's a veteran. You know, I respect PL's opinions. I really didn't agree with what he said. I know that Feng Wei got some new back turn stuff, but I was testing out all the other characters because, funnily enough, of all the changes that came into this game, apparently Feng Wei's were not that bad. He didn't even really get new moves. He got new stuff for Kempo, which I was like, oh, okay. But is the game cooked, bro? Like this fucking. We are in the darkest timeline right now. What the hell was that? Is that a new? That must have been a new move. This game is one step removed from MK. No, we've gone past MK, bro. We've gone past MK. We had low expectations for MK. Like for years now, we've had low expectations of MK. But of Tekken, we held them to a higher standard. But they have dipped so far from where we once knew them. They have dipped so far from where we once knew them that it's. I don't even know what to. I actually don't know what to say. I was shocked when I was looking at some of the changes. Absolutely shocked. Wasn't there some good buffs? C4. There were some. There weren't good buffs. There were good nerfs here and there. But they were overshadowed by an abundance of bullshit. Like, I don't know, like some of the moves seem so left field. Irishman, thank you for the $5. I got 17 characters to Tekken King. I am not grinding again. Why even reset ranks when they barely changed anything? I don't mind the rank reset too much. Like, in my mind, I was like, oh, it just gives me something to do. But now I just don't even want to. I don't even want to. I can't be bothered. C4, do you want to jump on the call? I know you're busy this week with a lot of different things, but if you're free, we can chat. I can add you to the group chat, which I'm gonna have the other boys on here in a bit. Oh, have I not got the chat on screen? My bad. There we go. Have I seen the OG Dragon Ball series? Yeah, of course, bro. Of course. Let me add C4 in here and then I'll give these guys a call. Let me just make sure it's on here. Yeah. Yeah, I think they'll join the call anyway. I've started it. Senate of Truth, thank you for the £2. Jin Mains 1 in bus. I am laughing to the bank. Bro, this fucking patch, like, I don't know what's wrong with them. This is a AAA fighting game. This is not an arena fighter. Have you seen the animations on the new moves? First of all, some of them have just they've just come back from older Tekken games, or they've repurposed moves. Like Horang's new move, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't that Baek Dusan's move? Like, I get it, like, Baek Dusan's his master or whatever, but come on, man, at least put a spin on it. They literally ripped it from Baek. It's one of the most lazy patches that I have ever seen. There was so much work to be done on this game, and I really thought that after Season 2, there's absolutely no way that these guys would fuck up again, and they did it again. They did it again. And now the faith is gone. I was holding the faith there. I really believe that they get their shit together. See, Season 4, zero hope for Season 4. All I want them to do is just give us a goddamn collection so I can go play Tag 2 in peace. That's all I want them to do. GGB, thank you for the $5. Tekken 8 Vision will continue until morale improves, bro. Couldn't have said it better myself. I go onto Twitter every day and I see a modder that has put in about 5 to 8 hours of work, and I'm like, wow, that's impressive. 8 hours on your own. That's really cool. We wait a year for this. A year. Absolutely. I'm bamboozled. Absolutely bamboozled. Flabbergasted. Shell-shocked. I've been hoodwinked. That new move that Dragunov got, isn't that just from his is the notation 4-1, where he kicks and then does the spin punch. Now he's just doing the spin punch. It looks so ugly. And then you can floor break. You can floor break just from standing now. So if Kazuya does like his down back 2, I think the notation is, or the input, the floor just breaks. What is back to basics about that? They're fucking liars. They outright lied to the community again. Outright lied to the community again. One Foolish Mex, thank you for the $10. Had Lee, Fakura, and Victor, and Feng Wei at Tekken Emperor, and Brian, Heihachi, Armor King, Marizo, and Law at Tekken King last season. Season 3 is fucking rough. Casually playing Tekken now, bro. I am not. I played today. I wasn't even paying attention. I still am not even paying attention. I am so confused at what they were doing for a year. I mean this with all respect, Murray or Nakatsu. If you ever see this, I genuinely would love to know what the philosophy was here. What were you doing all year? You outright lied to the community. You lied. You lied. Again. Twice now. They turned me into a fucking Pokemon master. Do you understand that? I stopped playing Tekken so hard, I have now almost filled up my entire Kanto Pokedex. I'm now going for the national decks. I'm actually going to become a DOA player. I can't believe it. I actually know Mila's entire moveset. I know her B&Bs, and I feel pretty good doing them. I can't believe this, but after how long have I been playing Tekken now? Since I was, what? I must have been like 7 years old when I saw my first Tekken game. And every time I played a Tekken game, I've been excited. Bar Tekken Revolution, because that was nonsense. This is the first time where I'm like, damn, it's over. It's actually over. Yeah, they made me say 6-7. Fuck's sake. OJ, thank you for the $2. You know G6 and Shimblade gonna say they didn't lie. G6 and Shimblade, let me call you out now. Now you both now got nothing but love for you, okay? I consider you my brothers in arms. But if hey guys, come on, let's not delete messages now, please. Okay,
Stream looks like it's just buffering.
Does it come back? I think.
Is that just the mine then?
No, it's come back now.
Oh, okay.
They tried to get me. They tried. The Namcox. You ain't gonna hold us down. You are not gonna hold us down, Namcox. Don't you ever try. C4, I'm flabbergasted, bro.
Are you?
I'm
Are you really?
I'm truly shell shocked at what we have witnessed.
I'm upset that you're shocked because I've been telling you from day one that this is a whole fucking this is a series of being punked, and you kept letting them do it to you.
But this has never happened before, bro. You don't understand. This has never happened before. Tekken has had its ups and downs. It always has. Always been an up and down thing. But they've come back in the end. They've always come back in the end. We've always ended
guys,
strong.
Hello.
Oh, Blackheart,
Hello,
bro.
guys.
I know you're suffering right now, Blackheart.
Oh,
My
hello
condolences.
guys. Hello. What's up? What's up? How are you guys?
Not good. Not good, bro.
I'm over the moon. I'm ecstatic. I'm taking my victory laps. I told you guys your game sucks, and I got fucking cussed for it.
I am completely depressed, bro. I swear they, Mike. I don't know what to say.
Bro, it's over. Do you know what? Like I said in the video, I knew when I started doing YouTube, do not like tie your identity to one game, because you're gonna get cooked for it.
I know.
And here we are. Thank God I play loads of fighting games, because if I was in your position or some of the other Tekken content creators, I would feel terrible right now.
Yeah, bro, but I'll probably switch to other games as well, bro. Even though it's gonna mean that I'm gonna lose a little bit of audience sometimes, I will need it, bro, because this is just a disappointment, bro, for everybody of us. But again, it's the same with every. I think right now we are experiencing really Tekken content creator crisis.
Yeah.
That's what I said on stream before, because there are some people that are honest with their audience as well and saying, guys, I'm basically playing the game for you. And some people that are trying, I saw already, some people saying, yeah, but you know, there are also good changes, you know, like, I don't like this kind of lying to your audience, you know, that supports you every day for what you do. So I'm very honest. I say, guys, the game is shit. I really don't enjoy playing this, but, you know, I'm gonna do it for you, basically. Maybe you wanna see a little bit of Season 3 content and so on. And that's what I did today, basically. But if I really had to choose about my own, you know.
You wouldn't play.
Yeah, so.
If it was up to you, you wouldn't play, basically. Well, I mean, if you didn't want to.
No, yeah,
if
no,
it wasn't for YouTube,
no.
basically, you wouldn't play.
Yeah. Again, I don't know if I should switch. That, you know, I made a Reddit post about this today, but. Because I really don't know what to do. I don't know if I really should switch. Like, all of a sudden, you know, until today I played Tekken, and then tomorrow, like this, playing something else completely. I don't know if I should do this gradually, because of course I'm worried about my channel, Mike. Because, you know, I worked my ass off during these years to build up a little bit of audience with Tekken.
Yeah.
And I will be a little bit worried of watching it basically fade away, because I know, of course, I'm aware that when you switch games. From one day to another, so, you know, so suddenly, you're gonna lose a lot of your basically core audience.
Yeah.
But really, guys, 1 year of this,
No,
one year of this, bro.
Honestly, my heart goes out to you, because I know it happens.
Thanks.
Like, I got lucky. I got very lucky, because I started off as a Soul Calibur channel, and then I transitioned to Mortal Kombat, and then I transitioned to Tekken, and I never lost an audience. Well, I never had an audience back then, but when I switched from MK to Tekken, I never lost my audience. I got lucky. But I knew when I was switching over to Tekken that my channel was probably cooked. So I understand your fears completely, bro. Like, it's such a shame. I know people are like, oh, these Tekken content creators, whatever, but, you know, obviously a lot of work gets put into it, and then to see this game be absolutely shat on by the people that are supposed to be making it better, and then you're like, well, if I play it, like, my channel will stay alive, but then it's going to be like an actual job, and nobody really wants that. We're supposed to be having fun here.
Yeah, yeah.
What
That's
do you
how I
think-
started. That's how I started, bro. Playing this game and doing content for it, because I actually had fun in the first place doing this. But, you know, more than not having fun right now, really, it's almost like it feels like I'm doing this, and while I'm doing this, I feel like I'm basically disrespecting myself. You know what I mean? It's like I'm putting my self-esteem down the drain, because basically I'm accepting the game as it is, because I need to make content out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really, it's something that really, as a human being, it feels like shit. I feel like shit, bro. Really, today I slept 4 hours, bro. Really, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. Yesterday evening, when I was reading the patches, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I had a huge panic attack, like a huge mental breakdown for real, bro. Really,
Really?
because it was, but it's because I I worked my ass off so much, and I constantly see people spitting in my face for doing this. I really feel disrespected, bro. I feel betrayed in such a level, bro. I don't know how to. For, I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, I hear what you're saying, bro. I understand. I mean, I didn't have a panic attack or anything like that. I saw it. I went over the notes. I played with all the characters. So I tried out Feng Wei, and I was like, okay, do you know what? I'm not just saying this as a Feng main. The hell was that?
Yeah.
It seemed to me like Feng, didn't get the same treatment as everyone else, and I was thinking to myself, oh, okay, they kind of like gave him new stance transitions and stuff. And I was like, okay, I don't mind that. That's whatever. It's not a brand new move that's going to be crazy. He can grab from stance now, and he can go into front kempo from his back turn. The only thing I didn't like that he added,
I saw.
yeah,
I
in
saw the
kempo
back
you
turn.
can go into heat now, which I didn't like. But other than that, I was like, okay, cool. But other characters, I was like, oh my god, like, I saw John, and I was like,
Mamma mia, bro, don't let's not start about June, bro. Really, but I don't agree with these changes. Of course, I don't agree with they made her even stronger, bro.
Yeah.
They like, but the biggest spit in my face, and probably the people that asked for nerfs for June, Kankan. We talked about how Kankan should be low parryable, about how it shouldn't do this much damage, about how it shouldn't maybe counter launch or maybe not the damage there. The only thing they did is removing 5 damage. So
Yeah.
instead of 110 damage, now it deals 105 damage only. Okay.
It's
Black Ops.
Huh?
I saw I think your video was the first one I saw at the patch. And then like hearing you talk about how you feel that people are spitting in your face, I'm guessing you're talking about the devs, right?
Yeah.
I would say you're spitting in your own face. You're making yourself to seem like a one-trick pony. You're more than just a Tekken button presser. Like I would say
I
you're
know.
quite funny. But when you say you have a panic attack because you can't play Tekken, you're basically saying to yourself and the people that respect you that you're not funny. You are funny. You could play another game. You should touch grass. This is unhealthy.
No, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. But like of course my fears come up with the fact that of course my channel was was born and was grown only based on tech, and so it's a little bit hard for people that grow an audience only based on one game to switch off completely and gain the same audience. It's possible. It is possible.
It's possible.
But it's
You've
hard.
got personality. You could do it. Like don't fall into the Tekken brain rot. There's so many people. Like if you look at every other game, like someone like Broski, he's known for Street Fighter, but he played Nen Impact. He streamed Nen Impact. Loads of content creators stream other games. It only seems to be Tekken players that is when they go to another game, they feel like people won't watch. Like don't be part of the brain rot. You could play any game, and as long as you got your mic on,
man.
you build the same audience.
I'll definitely try though. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
definitely try.
you gotta give it a try, Blackheart. I understand Blackheart's fear because the Tekken community is kind of, it's like we were
Niche,
saying
let's be
before.
niche, yeah.
It's like C4 was calling them special snowflakes before, but it's not. He's not completely wrong when he says that, because even with the communities and how they interact with the game or like what they watch, it's very Tekken centric. Whereas like you get a Nen Impact guy or Street Fighter guy or Blasby or Guilty Gear, there's a lot of crossover there. With Tekken, there's not that much crossover. The only crossover that we really used to have was Soul Calibur, and that game's dead in the water now. The other 3D fighters are nowhere to be seen. So
yeah, because like the problem with Tekken, I'm not saying again that it's not doable, but Tekken is such a unique game of its own. You know what I mean? Like most of the people that play Tekken. It's not always like this. Of course, I'm not generalizing.
Touch grass, bro. Please touch grass. There's so many other games. I know there's no games like Tekken.
I know, but
that's fine. But don't tie yourself.
You're not understanding.
That's been taking you for years, bro.
You're not understanding my fears, bro. Like it happens constantly to every other Tekken creator. Like you're worried about your channel more than anything else, because when the other creators try to switch with other games, of course, it doesn't go as well. You know what I mean? Even when I don't know other people play, I don't know, you name it, Resident Evil, you name it, whatever game, they get way less traction because Tekken players and Tekken audience most of the time is based on Tekken. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
my
but
only
the-
fear. That's my
the,
only
the
fear.
issue,
You know, that,
the issue is literally 95% of other games can say the same thing. Like, as a Guilty Gear player, I can say nothing plays like Guilty Gear. And then Tekken players will probably say, well, Blaz plays like that. And we'll say, no, it doesn't. Because you guys don't know.
But does
Most
the
games
community
don't
cross
feel like other
over?
games. No, it doesn't.
It feels like it does
Doesn't
because
cross
whenever
over.
I see these, like you were saying with like Broski, he plays in an
I don't know. I
Impact.
don't know these communities. I don't know these communities.
At least
I
from what
Yeah.
I've observed, because I obviously I don't just play Tekken. I stream other games and whatever. From what I've observed, for example, in the anime arena fighter side, if I stream Bleach or My Hero, I'll have the same audience. Or if I stream Street Fighter or Seat of the Wolves, like when I did, the numbers were similar. But when I stream Tekken,
Oh,
it's
sorry. I agree with you. You're talking about the audience. Yeah, sorry, the audience is the same. I was saying the game isn't the same.
no, what Blackheart's talking about his audience. He's basically saying that
Oh.
if he
Commu-
streams another
community-wise,
game,
let's say.
yeah, if he streams another game,
Community-wise.
he's starting at ground zero because Tekken is very insulated. It's not like these other fighting games where there's a lot of crossover. It exists
Yeah.
on its own, and its audience kind of exists on its own. But I agree with you as well. He can't. If you're not happy with something, this is supposed to be fun for us. It's not a job or whatever. You're gonna have to take the hit and just go and find something else to do and work your way
No,
back up.
but that's agreeable. Eh? I'm not saying it's not agreeable. Like, that's completely agreeable. It's just that, of course, I was very worrisome, you know, because it's. I don't think it's a step that you can do so easily from one day to another. Let's say.
No,
But-
of course, it's
I
gonna
think
take
it'd be
time.
easier for you than other people. I think Blackheart's got his personality is more. Even though he's really good at the game, I think his personality trumps his skill. I think people will watch him, even if it's a case of, oh, I know Blackheart's good at Tekken. Let's see if he can get good at another game. So they're not looking at your gameplay. They're looking to see if you can maintain the jokes and get good at another game. They don't
No,
care if
thank you,
can-
Sid. Thank you for this, C4. Thank you for this, bro. Definitely. No, but again, I said that I'll definitely try. I'll definitely try. So,
Yeah, give it a go, bro, because you worked very hard to get to where you are. There's no harm in trying, right? There's no harm in trying.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a thing. Yeah, guys, absolutely. No, that's.
Let me just
That's the thing.
let me just read out these super chats from these guys, and then we'll get back to the chat. Mr. Mars, thank you for the $5. Murray had the Infinity Casino Gauntlet with the brain rot stones. Looked at you and said you should have gone for the uninstall. Bro, I can't wait for the next sit-down interview to listen to the shit come out of their mouth. Mr. Jamie, thank you for the $5. I don't know what to be more upset with, Season 3 or the news that Gang of Dragon just lost all its funding from NetEase. Oh, yeah, bro, I'm so upset about that as well because Yakuza has fallen off. I hate to say it, it's my favorite single-player game. Yakuza is not what it used to be. And now Gang of Dragon has been basically cancelled, so it's a sad time for Tekken and Yakuza fans. Senate of Truth, thank you for the £5. Devil Rainer, Leo's father, Angel Jin, many laughed, look where we are now. Fighting GM Tom Brady, Mike Collins C4 was right, just ranked up to Bushin. Oh, well done, bro. Congratulations. And lastly, Densetsu, regardless of Tekken, I like you all as a person. You are all amazing no matter what you do, bros. Thank you,
That's
bro.
very cute. That's very cute. That's very cute. Thank
Appreciate
you,
you, man.
thank
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, look, for me, like I said to these guys, I do the podcast on here. We play other games. I like doing random things on the channel. So Tekken, going this way, it sucks because I had all of these ideas in my head for season 3 and what we could do.
Yeah, same, bro. Same. You have
Bro,
no
I had
idea. Bro.
so many ideas for like streams for Tekken, and now it's like we can still do them, but it's just like, man, did you have like what were they thinking? They had a whole year to get this shit straight. A whole year.
Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, bro. Insane.
3 frames of
I
recovery.
cannot. Bro, I swear, I woke up this morning and said like, "But this is a dream." Like, I swear, for one moment, I said, "Okay, this is a dream. It has to be a dream." Let's see the real patch notes now.
What are you saying, Finn?
Sorry, I forgot that I'm in the call.
Oh, okay. Well, you're not meant to be here yet.
Lol.
No.
Was that Chad?
Oh, was that Chad?
It is. I snuck in like a ninja. I was waiting for the moment. I wanted
Right.
Blackheart to
Yo,
get his
Chad,
Blackheart to get his flowers.
How are
Chad, I
you?
need to talk to you very soon.
Oh god. Oh
No,
god.
Chad,
Oh,
fuck you,
god.
bro. Yesterday evening, you.
What?
No, Chad, fuck you, bro. really.
Oh no! Yesterday I was just trying to tell you to always look on the bright side of life.
Shut up.
Hey man, they changed the rank system. Now you have to lose twice in a row before you get demoted. Sister, look back to basics. We made it, baby. We made it. Let's fucking go.
Chad definitely
games?
joined. Chad definitely
No.
joined the island, bro, guys.
You go ahead, baby, and your character got buffed. You must be celebrating. I remember last time I saw your stream. I remember you saying, you know, June. I think June needs more damage. And congratulations, they heard you, baby. They heard you, baby. They heard you. They're like, June needs more. You know what else they said? They said, you know what? They said, you know what, Anna? You know what Anna needs? Anna needs. I feel like Anna isn't able to apply enough pressure from the mid range. And they said, listen, have I got news for you, baby? How about we give her a new low? And I remember they listened to you, bro. I thought you'd be happy with this.
No, don't listen to him, guys. They
wanted, bro.
He wants to cancel me. No, by the way, guys, you know the funny thing? Today, there was a Anna player in chat, not in my chat, but somewhere. He had the courage, he had the nerve of saying that in his opinion, the Anna nerves were too much.
Oh lord.
He had the nerve of saying.
I agree with him.
Actually, you know what? I just want to say this one thing real quick because I did get a comment. I am not levying harassment at these developers, but I am saying you should go onto Twitter and you should let them know how you feel. That's not me saying that you should.
What you're saying makes sense. I disagree. I think the time for caring about the quality of this game is over.
No, in
Do
fact,
you know what I mean?
no, I don't give a
Actually,
shit
I
anymore.
think it's. I think.
Anymore.
Is that the guy that's saying get the fuck off the ship?
I'm legit. I'm saying no. I'm saying we're here. This is the captain saying we're here. What you want? We're here. Get off the ship. We're here. We made it.
We're saying cruise one way.
We're saying collect your luggage. We're here, bro. What do you want?
Guys, if you watch my Twitter performance today, basically I flipped off everything. I told the Tekken team to shove the Tekken shop up their ass on Twitter. I told the Michael Murray and Ikeda to suck my dick. I told everything. I said everything today.
Even
I don't give a
that
shit
is
anymore.
that passion is like why we're here. Get off the ship.
Yeah,
we're done. You have reached your destination.
No, you're right. Chad's right. He's right because I've been playing Pokemon and Dead or Alive 6 consistently for the past couple of weeks. No, in the back of my mind, I was like, they're gonna fuck it up, but I was telling everybody it's gonna be okay because season 2 was so bad that there's no way these guys are gonna do it again. And do you know what? I can say this with my whole chest now. They are more incompetent than NRS. They are more incompetent than NRS. I gave MK1 way too much flack in comparison to this. I'm gonna if they don't do something. I am going to spend a lot of time. I'm going to spend a lot of time flaming this game, bro. The fall from grace is insane.
Mike, we waited 8 months for this.
Huh?
It's not. The problem is that we waited 8 months for this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what are they going to do? What are they going to do? If it took them 8 months to produce this, right? Think about the changes. Think about the changes you want. This is it. This is the game. Like you just need to be like, do you like this? Then keep playing. If not, stop playing. We're done. There's no like, oh, I'm gonna go on the Discord and ask them to check. No, like actually not.
I went to the Discord today. I gave them a suggestion in the form. I told them, guys, McDonald's always there are always more in job applications. Please go there. That's what I told them.
Do you know what the hilarious thing about all of this is? That they actually create a feedback form because it was like they were listening the whole time. How dare you? How dare you? You didn't listen to season 1. You didn't listen to season 2. Now you've dropped a feedback form after you've dropped this shit season. Why the hell is anyone going to use it?
This is what I'm saying.
They should release the Kraken. Release the forms because I reckon they did listen to the majority, but the majority are bad at the game, so they don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, then they're idiots. Then Captain needs to learn how to steer its ship. If you're on Twitter and you're listening to every Tom, Dick, and Harry that's making stupid suggestions, then maybe you shouldn't be at the helm. Maybe you need to
I
get
agree.
off.
Nigga,
Imbeciles. They're all imbeciles. I'm not holding back on these people
but-
anymore. Fucking
Hey, block-
imbeciles. They were sitting in their offices, twiddling their thumbs, waiting to go outside and drink themselves into submission just to go right back into the office and do nothing again.
You're crazy. It's a success. Good job.
No, but
I'm
the
happy
funny
we
thing
made
is
it.
that they actually block the content creators that actually give actual criticism. So it's they don't want to listen. They don't want to. It's so unbelievable, bro. Okay, we said okay, season 2. Okay, they didn't listen, but they didn't learn shit. They didn't learn shit from season 2. How is it possible, bro? We fucking destroyed the game in season 2. They got review bombed to oblivion, and they still didn't learn anything. How is it possible,
We're
man?
Blackheart. We are all Frame Whisperer now. Everyone is Frame Whisperer. You know how everyone's like, "Oh, my name is Negan in Walking Dead." We're all Frame Whisperer now. He was right.
yeah.
He was right
Yeah.
from the beginning. Season 4 is going to be like Venus Vacation. It's just going to be a gacha game. This is the end of Tekken, bro. We are in end days. This is it.
End game.
We are in the end game now. Do you know who? Where's Shimblade? Let me add Shimblade to this call. I want to hear if he has anything to say. For
Oh,
us.
if he glazes. If he glazes.
Shimblade.
Season
why,
3.
but why wouldn't he glaze? Why shouldn't he glaze? This is the game he wanted. It's season 2.
If he glazes season
But
3
why not?
1 second.
Bro,
It's
look,
season
guys,
two.
Once
listen.
I'm gonna fucking demolish him.
No,
today.
he's
Mate,
right.
we had,
I'm not.
we had-
I'm not in the mood. I'm not in
we
the
had
mood to say,
Tekken-
hey, you're just gonna play it, you fat ass. If I hear one, if I hear one glazing about season 3, I swear.
Niggas
Let
say
him,
this
bro.
is like the old Tekken. I feel that's what he's gonna
No,
say.
we had Tekken 4 and Tekken Revolution. This doesn't mean that Tekken 9 can't be good, but Tekken 8 is shit though.
Yeah,
Wow.
Tekken 9.
Yeah, but you can't.
Tekken
but
9
you
can
can't-
still
you-
be good, but Tekken 8 is in its end days now.
You know, but it's more than that. Like you're talking about game in an era where games cost X amount and you could afford to have that. Like we're in a different economic climate now. There are no guarantees. There are no guarantees. Like think
Yes,
about where the
sir.
genre was as a whole back
Oh,
then.
Shimblade,
There
what's
are
up,
no
bro? What's
guarantees.
up?
Shimblade,
Shimblade.
just the
Shimblade,
man
yeah.
I was looking for. How do you feel about the new patch, Shimblade?
No. How do you
Come
guys
on.
feel?
No,
How
no,
do
no.
you
How do
feel?
you
feel?
How do you
How do you
feel?
feel?
How do you
No,
feel?
Listen. I'm always right. I said you guys are gonna call this patch to fucking suck. And what the fuck happened? Y'all,
How
I
do
need
you
guys to
feel?
Pat
How do
yourselves
you
on the
feel?
back.
You enjoying it?
Pat yourselves on the back.
You enjoying
Pat
it?
yourselves on the back. No,
So-
no. This patch sucks. It sucks. It actually sucks.
Oh, a round of
that's
applause.
It's
A
your
round
fault,
of
though.
applause for Shimblade.
Why is it our fault? Why is it our
It's
fault?
your
Why is it our
fault,
fault?
though.
Let's hear it.
It's making all those damn videos.
Bro,
Hey, you
they
listen
even
to-
lost.
man.
They even lost the shield blade.
Damn,
They-
couldn't be,
They
couldn't
lost
be.
even
guys are
shield
garbage.
blade. It's unbelievable.
Did you see what they did to Steve?
Yeah,
I love
they
it. I
they
love it.
they
love
butchered him.
They,
No, I
bro,
thought you
they
wanted,
killed
baby.
him.
They
No, but
what
the
you
thing
wanted,
is, it's not
baby.
even a nerf.
Great.
His moves are not working properly. Like at the
And
wall, they're not working.
Laying heart into sway shit. Ain't that what you wanted, baby? Ain't that what you wanted?
that has always been that has always been a bug though. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know what they did, man. I don't know what they did. But yeah, anyway, my channel's about to become a deadlock channel. I'm deadlocking in. That's it. Chapter
What
four.
is what?
We out
What is
here?
that block again? Because I
Bro,
actually-
so
what is
I
that block?
listen. I don't like shooters. I don't like MOBAs. It's a shooter MOBA, and it's so much fun. It's got weird movement. It's got great
I'm gonna-
characters. You gotta
I'm
give it a
gonna
shot.
switch. I'm gonna
I'll
switch
send you an
to
in,
that block.
I'll send you an invite right after this stream, bro.
I'm
You gotta
gonna-
get in.
send
You
me-
gotta get
yeah,
in.
bro, send me an
It's fun.
invite now. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
deadlocking in. It's a lot of fun. It's hard as fuck though. Like the way a fighting game should be. It's really hard.
Harder.
It's fun.
Harder
It's
than when I hear.
competitive.
Harder than when I hear C6 void. No.
Can I just
These
ask?
motherfuckers-
Can I just ask you though?
No.
How
They
does,
nerfed
how
my
does,
character,
how does
and I defended them to the fucking core.
Shimbe, this is your fault that we're in this state right now.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's all
hell
your
no.
fault.
It's your
It's all your
bullshit.
fault.
These motherfuckers nerfed my character after I defended and put my life on the line for these bitches. Hey, so fuck it.
For you, it's about nerfs. So for you, it's about the nerfs that are bad.
Oh, it is like they nerfed his universal shit that he had since Tekken 4. So that's horrible.
But they gave him new shit. Enjoy.
The new shit, the new
You
shit is
mean?
not.
You mean
The new shit is-
You mean the nerfs to Flicker 1-1? You mean or something like this? Do you mean
Yeah,
that,
and most importantly, the fucking rocket launcher. Rocket launcher made Shambolic.
Ah, yeah.
Well,
Rocket
Shimblades,
Love delayed
you're
Shimblade.
on the
That shit
island
was-
with the rest of
That
us
shit was
now.
that shit was too legacy. Play this new shit. Enjoy.
Can I
New
just
song.
ask? Let's just
Oh,
ask you guys. How does everyone feel about Alex getting his cousin pregnant in Street Fighter?
What? You're lying.
What?
R.
I'm being
What?
dead serious, bro. He got his cousin
Oh,
pregnant
they-
in Street Fighter.
Wait,
They
what?
know
It's
it's
yours.
Why?
It's yours.
Why is
Trisha,
that a thing?
Is that his cousin? I thought it was like his trainer's daughter or
No,
some
it's
shit.
his cousin.
His cousin,
She thought,
cousin? Like
really-
first cousin?
Man, I wish I wish I were next.
First cuz like it matter.
It's not
I
yet.
mean,
It's not-
it shades a bad. It shades a bad player. I don't know, bro.
Finn, wait, hold on. Did you say is she hot?
Yeah, if she's hot, I don't care.
Yeah, that's some
Wow.
Prussian.
I
That's some
mean,
Prussian logic
it's,
right
it's
there.
not a surprise, guys. Finn has always been a gooner, so it's not a surprise.
It was not to your
Yeah.
cousin.
Yeah, it's a bit
No,
weird.
no, no. I know.
I
Finn
don't
kinda well.
I don't know
I
the
know
law.
Finn
I'm like,
kinda
I
well,
don't
yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I was saying yesterday, Finn was ragging on poly relationships, but he's here saying, cousins, looking good. That's
I mean, I was watching that stream. I was looking side. I was like, low key, I kind of agree, but yeah,
Oh, do you know there's been an update?
everyone knows. Everyone
Oh,
knows that
shit.
Finn is
Oh,
only
is that?
mine. I am his girlfriend though, so yeah. Don't touch. Don't touch.
Yeah,
Finn,
there's
guys.
been an update on the BlazBlue sex scandal thing. It's now
yeah?
46 pages long.
Oh, what again? What happened?
So
Say what again? What happened?
I
What
love
happened?
fan
yesterday we covered a story. Me, C4, and Finn did a stream where we covered a sex scandal in the BlazBlue community. We read
What
two
happened?
sides of the conversation, the male and female side. But today there's been an update from a third party who I think was the person that was in the room, maybe, or it's a friend of
No
Kobe,
way.
and it's 46
Oh,
pages
really?
long.
I love it.
Yeah, but what kind of?
Nah, but what did she have to say though? That's important. Just give me the Cliff's notes. Is
Yeah,
she
what
like
kind of scandal?
he's
What kind of
lying or
scandal?
she's lying or like
Yeah.
what's
I
the?
don't know. I haven't read it yet. I was gonna tell Finn and C4. I was gonna say to them next week. Maybe we should read over the final part.
You guys have to. I need the
Why
sequel.
not?
I need
Yeah,
the sequel.
I'm being
I need the
unspoiled.
sequel.
Yeah.
I'm completely unspoiled.
I
need
don't
the
know
sequel.
how can you have 48 pages? Like Chad said, it just needs to be who's lying.
I need the sequel,
In the
bro.
caption, it says that there's a lot of missing information, and I'm here to fill in the
Oh, of
blanks.
course. Oh shit! It's the sequel. Oh, I love. This is taking me back to my fucking fanfic days. I love this shit. Let's read it, baby. Let's
Yeah.
go.
It seems pretty juicy, so we'll look into it
Let's
next week.
fucking
The
go.
Grand Blue.
I need to know.
Yeah,
I need to know. Even though that game sucks too, but I need to know.
Lord,
the
you
Grand
can
Blue
see it.
Island. Even they have
Blaz-
the island
Blaz-
now.
Blaz-
Oh, the
Blaz-
BlazBlue Island. It's all animated. I'm a hate.
Oh, I hate you for that.
I knew that would be. I knew C4 would be like, how dare you?
So
I
wait,
don't know.
what's everyone's plans now? Now that Tekken has fallen, what is everyone's plans?
Well,
I'm
I'm,
deadlocking it.
Variety streamers.
I will start an OnlyFans.
There you go. Good move. Good move.
Solid move.
You got
Yeah.
one. You got one follower.
I'm gonna start a feet OnlyFans.
Oh god.
I'm out.
Nobody wants to see a man's feet.
I'm out.
No, Mike, you're really out of the circuit, really.
Out of it. I was never in it.
Understand the market. Sure you
I
are.
am.
Man.
So please, just stay in your straight discourse, okay? You don't know what. Okay?
Picture they're into.
but guys, you know what's funny? I'm playing Tekken 6 with Defi. I mean, I said to Mike I'm gonna play him, but I don't want to honor this game by. Well, I had a different analogy, but I can't repeat it on your stream, otherwise you get banned. But you know, even though I'm playing Tekken 6 right now, and people say they don't want to play Tekken 8, I'm like with Defi alone in this lobby for like 20 minutes.
What?
No one
Real
plays
quick
Iron.
though, real quick, Vincent, real quick.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking frauds, man. So they gave you a boring ass, regular ass patch. What the
Yeah.
fuck are y'all complaining about, man? Like, so
They didn't nerf
what is
anything.
it?
They
Like,
buffed- they buffed- they
no,
buffed
what
characters.
are y'all
no,
complaining
really,
about?
no, really.
They buffed
They nerfed
characters.
Anna.
They buffed characters.
Oh
yeah,
my
they nerfed
God,
Anna, okay,
oh
but
my-
they buffed characters.
Oh my god! Oh my
Jim
god!
Blade,
Did you read
you
all the
read the
patch notes?
patch
I read
notes?
all the patch notes. Did you read everything? I read every patch note.
Yeah, I've
Shambolic,
got
are you-
I'm out.
Shameblade, do you have eyes? Do you know? I don't know. Can you read the patch notes? Right? Did you read the patch? I don't know. Like, did you read it? Did you read them? Did you read the patch notes?
Oh man. Again, this anger.
No king nerfs. No king nerfs.
This anger isn't
No king nerfs.
warranted. This
June
anger isn't
buffs.
warranted.
Low buffs. Mannaggia. Don't get me
This,
started.
this anger is not warranted, man. Anger is for products that are decent.
No, don't get.
You know what's
Don't
so
get-
sick about this VC? I hope someone does a study in chat. This is like the 7 stages of grief, and you're all at different stages.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I've been where you are, Blackheart. It gets better.
Wait,
from here, don't worry.
C4, who? What, can you tell us who's at what stage?
I can't remember the order. I know, well, clearly Blackheart's in pain. I think that's like the first one.
There's, bar-
First or
yeah,
second.
there's denial, there's bargaining, there's anger. I'm at acceptance. I'm at acceptance.
Yeah.
It's the key. It's the key one. I'm at acceptance.
Acceptance is at the end.
Yeah, it's
Chad's at the end. He's accepted it, yeah.
I'm there.
Finn's
I'm there.
moving, and I think it's like the upward turn where he's just like, meh, I'm just going to play something else now.
Yeah, I think he's
Before
at
he
acceptance too,
can
to be fair. Oh yeah, I like right now. What's it? Blackheart is at like anger. I think we were all once upon a time at bargaining. We were like, maybe it'll be better. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe, and I'm like, nah. Like, nah, it's done. It's dead. We're done.
Yeah, I think I was at bargaining this morning. I was thinking to myself, no, if they do this, they do that. But now I'm like, these fucking
Nah.
idiots.
Your anger.
Nah.
Yeah, your anger.
You just gotta get past it, bro.
anger was the video.
For me, you wanna know when anger was? Anger was. Remember when they had? I guess it was almost a few weeks now when they were like, "Hey, I know we said back to basics, but we didn't mean back to basics." Remember when they made that announcement?
Yeah.
That was when I had my last bit of anger, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, we're done." Because I had the feelings that Blackheart is expressing now. I expressed then. I was like, I can't believe this. How can you make a video saying you're gonna go back to basics and then immediately walk it the fuck back? What you mean? It doesn't mean going back to an older type of system. Well, I had all of this. And I was like, ever since that, I was like, we're done.
Chad, baby, Chad.
What up?
They said back to basics as in back to our basic ass Tekken updates. This is what they mean.
No,
That's what they did.
Yeah,
Y'all.
100%.
That's what they did. Y'all. The game was a basic ass update, like we did all of Tekken 7. We got basic, boring updates that Marja had to call me. Hey, season 2 is out. Shambolic, is it good enough? Basic as hell. Nah, I'll come back for a little bit. Season 3, nah, I'll come back for a little bit. And he had to force me to play season 4. Season 2 of Tekken 7 was the best update of any fighting game ever. And this bullshit, this season 3 shit, the season 3 shit
best.
is right
You
back.
mean biggest? Because I'll give you
season
biggest.
Season 3 is right back to your basic boring ass. Hold on, wait. Y'all see those new moves? That shit, those reused ass moves you already got. Tekken 7. Tekken 7 shit. My Core Circuit 42 is my running one. So they just gave you the back to the basics, back to our boring ass shit. Since y'all didn't like our good shit.
Even that's
So
not
wait,
fair.
since
y'all didn't like our good shit.
I cannot even answer to this. I cannot
Are
even
you
answer.
blaming
even
us?
even in T7, we at least got wall bounce. I don't know what to
I'm
tell you,
blaming
bro.
all. No, not just. I'm blaming all y'all. Whoever made negative comments about Tekken 8 season 2.
I'll take the blame.
Fuck y'all.
I'll
Nah,
take
you're,
the blame.
you're mad, bro.
I'll
That's
take
a
the
mad
blame.
I
take.
am mad.
I'll take
Yo,
the
Mike,
blame.
I'm mad. I'm mad
I'll
because
take
I
the
was
blame.
right. Mike, I
I'll take
called
the
this shit, Mike. Remember, I said y'all gonna let them do that boring shit again. Look what they just did.
But Shimblade, we didn't
I
ask for
called it.
boring stuff. We were very clear of what they wanted, what we wanted. They did the opposite.
I wanted boring stuff. I wanted nerfs. They didn't even give us that.
Oh,
I wish we got what you think we got, Shimblade. I wish we got what you think
Wait,
we
hold
got.
on 1 second. Shimblade, have you read the patch notes, bro?
Dude, I was reading and I got upset. I cut the game on yesterday.
I was reading. I was reading. What do you mean I was reading?
You'll see.
What did you
You'll
read?
see.
What
You'll
did you
see.
read?
You'll see.
Oh, I thought I was Steve Fox, and then I went to Brian, and I started
you
hitting
read
again.
all the way to Steve.
No.
and
I skipped. I skipped to Steve Fox because I was trying to create my video.
Yeah.
I didn't finish my fucking video because that
see.
shit was so damn garbage.
You want to
see,
hear
you'll
how
see.
incompetent the Tekken developers are?
Yeah, so
Someone
you-
just
my
reminded
thing
me
is-
in the stream chat. They released
They
Tekken
fired
5
the
this
whole
year.
team.
They released Tekken 5, but they released the PSP version, not the PS3 version. But what is wrong with these guys? Like,
But they
even
did
the
the-
Tekken 6 is the PSP version.
Tekken 6, yeah, Tekken 6.
Bro, I don't know what they're doing
Because
over there, but they are smoking some mad reefer and they are not engaging. I don't know what is going
Mike, I'm
on.
Yeah.
gonna tell you the reason why.
Yeah.
Because
fuck
they
it.
know.
Hey, I ain't gonna
that
lie.
if they
Fuck it now,
release-
cause
Wait.
they
If
nerfed
they
my
release
character.
the
You got
actual
Blackheart
Tekken Dark
over here.
Resurrection-
Blackheart lying about this OnlyFans shit. You already got your feet pictures already ready. But you
I
finna
know
still
you
play
would.
Tekken.
I know you would subscribe. I know.
Yeah,
I
we know
Let me
Shimblade was
subscribe.
subscribed. He's already
Talk to him. You hear me? But anyway,
they know that
wait.
if they released the actual Tekken Dark
I'm your
Resurrection
friend, man.
version, No one
I'm your
will
friend,
play
man.
this fucking shit season. That's the
Black
reason.
Hawk finna play that
That's the
shit
reason.
24/7. Black
No,
Hawk finna play
it's
24/7.
If they
And your
release,
character got buff.
Not
they
true.
release
Your character
Tekken
got buff, Black Hawk. What you
Not
talking
true.
about?
Not true.
that's what I
true.
said. Black Hawk should be
Shimblade, it's
happy.
not about buffs, bro. It's not about buffs. We don't
Mike,
need
but
buffs.
he's finna play all. Mike, he's finna play all day. This
You
is
hear that?
about, it's
No, you
about-
hear that, Blackheart?
No,
He's
no,
saying
it's not
It's about your delivery
No, but you
too,
hear
Mike.
that? You hear that? He's
Mike,
saying that you're gonna play all
you
day.
can't- You
You're a full
can't
joker.
call the game bad and be playing all day, bro. Like
He's calling
they
you
gonna
out,
listen to that
Blackheart.
shit.
You hear this, Blackheart?
Bro,
You hear this, Blackheart?
in the last
All of
month, in the last month, bro.
My
I
guy
played
Joe Budden been doing the same thing.
Everything
Hey yo,
except
Richie.
Tekken. Everything.
Hey yo,
except
Richie. Calling the game bad, but you're playing all day. You're traveling for it. Like that don't make sense. So they gonna give y'all some boring ass shit. Cause they don't understand what
truly
they
in the
don't
fucking
understand
state.
y'all. Like
Bro,
what are y'all
but
doing?
what kind of argument?
Everyone, because his
what
game's
kind
bad.
of
You can't do that,
argument
bro.
is-
We'll see, bro. We'll see.
That's some
I mean,
bullshit,
no,
man.
what he's saying is
Hey,
what he's saying is accurate. If in a month's time, Blackheart is still playing the game, Ayo Richie's still playing the
But
game,
it's
I'm
not
still playing the
true.
game, then we can't talk
true.
shit. No, if we are, then Shinbei's right. He's got a point. He's actually got a point. If we're still playing, then we don't hear it.
because I'm gonna talk
What
shit
about
now because
Blackheart
now
playing different games?
I'm not gonna be playing Tekken 8 because
game and he didn't get the
I'm not
viewership,
gonna-
so he had to go back to Tekken. Say it's about his stream.
I hear you, but when you don't like something, you're not gonna play. I'm sorry.
There's money involved.
I
with it.
don't think you're gonna sit there and just torture yourself playing something you don't like. I don't think that.
You.
I don't think.
That,
I don't think-
that's what you know.
I agree.
never
I think some
thing.
people play games because they like it, and some people play it because it's a job.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
I've seen
That's what I said
Hotashi
before.
walk away from Gear to Gear Strive when he was averaging like 400-500, and he got tired of the game. He started playing other shit. He started averaging like 60, 50 people. I got more examples too. Like
But
you're
you
not
can make
enjoying
this
the game.
choice, but it's, you know, like you can
Huh?
make this choice, of course, but it's a little bit, you know, it takes a little bit of courage, in my opinion, because when you base, again, as I said before, when you base our whole audience around that one single game, it's not like super simple to completely switch one day from one other. You know what I mean? Like it's not completely super
You're too
simple.
knowledgeable too, Blackheart. You know that too, right? Like
It's a big commitment.
Blackheart, you know more about Tekken 8 than me. Like if I'm getting my ass whooped in the match, Blackheart, I could call you and actually get advice. Do you know that? You know too much about Tekken 8. Like you know too much.
Not because,
Yeah.
not
Like
because
Joe
I
Budden,
based
like, hey, look at Joe Budden. Joe
bro,
Budden
I
just
based
plays the
my
game.
channel, bro.
He don't know too
I
much.
based my channel
Huh?
on Tekken. I based my channel on Tekken, bro. Of course I'm gonna play the game because
All
that's
y'all
what
do.
Hold on, my channel's not based on Tekken.
My
No.
channel.
I'm sorry, I bet. Everyone who's talking about Tekken 8, they literally still plays Tekken 8. Their channel still based on Tekken 8. That's why I'm mad about this shit for. And
But it's not because we like
instead
it,
of
bro. It's not because we
no,
like
stop,
it.
you can't do that. It's not crack. It's not crack, Blackheart. But listen, I'm upset because you got the main pioneers. Who y'all think these people are watching? They're watching y'all. So when they're watching y'all, they're listening. We didn't get no Tekken talk. We didn't get nothing. It's because of the negative feedback. Don't got time for that shit. Them motherfuckers already rich.
Stop. Stop.
Hey,
Hear me out.
but in
I got a
fact-
question.
in fact-
Let me ask a question. Let me ask a question. I got a question for you specifically, Christian Blade. You're talking. Do you think that the changes they have made in this patch were to make us, like literally me, Blackheart, Finn, Mike? You think it was to make us happy?
the whole board. No. I think they just don't give a fuck no more. That's what I think.
Oh, well, then
make
we're
you happy.
agreed. Then we're agreed. Then we're agreed. Yeah, we're agreed.
I think they don't give a fuck no more.
Yeah, we're agreed.
And that's why we're angry, bro. That's exactly why we're angry.
Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, you're right. They don't give a fuck. Agreed. So why should we give a fuck? That's my point. You shouldn't give a fuck about people who don't give a fuck about you. Like, you give a fuck when in the hopes that, well, if you make enough of a complaint, then maybe they'll listen. If enough of us speak up, raise your voice, do a boycott, leave a Steam review, go to the Discord. I'm like, no, they don't care. Don't care.
And that's
Yeah.
exactly why it's bad. Why are you saying it like it's it's bad, bro? They don't give a fuck. It's bad. It's a product that goes on based on the community. If they distance themselves from the community, what does it leave the game? I don't know. Well,
But surely they're listening to the bad, but like the casual majority. They're not listening
Hold on,
to the pro minority.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'll tell you why these developers
No,
are stupid. bro.
I don't think they're doing that.
I'll tell you why these developers are stupid. If they've
but
been
they
getting
don't-
so much negative feedback on their recent Tekken game, but their old Tekken games got a lot of positive feedback, why wouldn't you just look to the past and see what worked?
No, I'll tell you why. So one of my rules when it comes to dealing with large corporations or dealing with politics
Smaller group, Mike.
is like it's never right to say they're retarded or even that they're lazy. Typically, when these things happen, it's not because they're stupid or anything. It's because what they are trying to do isn't what you think they're trying to do, right? So for me, it seems
so
clear. Here's my read. They don't actually have that much money. The dev team, the company has money, but the dev team have been given a small budget, and so which is why everything we have is just reuse animations. It's almost as if the entire animation team got fired, so they couldn't make a new animation. I can't think of a single new animation. Everything is like reused, right?
Yeah, but I don't even like. For example, if you ask me, I don't even care about the animations, bro.
No, hear me out. Let me finish.
No,
right?
I do.
Hear me out. So I get the impression that like they had no money and no time, right? And I know you say 8 months, but like they didn't have the resources. So they were like, okay, Bandai Namco is like, we want this game to keep printing money, but we're not going to give you any money to make the changes that need to happen. It's like, okay, well, we can't tell the players that. We can't tell the players that.
We don't know
How,
this.
Yo,
no,
Jack,
I know,
he's
but it's the
spinning.
only thing that makes sense. It's the only thing that makes sense. So then they
No,
produce.
yeah.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
No, he's
It's the only thing that
spinning.
makes sense. It's the only thing that makes
He's
sense.
spinning.
Bro, they're just incompetent,
been-
bro. They're just
No,
incompetent.
there's too many people. There's too many talented people. It's always, I know it's fun to be like, they're all idiots, they're all retarded, but 9 times out of 10, when this happens, when a politician is doing something that seems really dumb, it's just because they're trying to make, the people they're trying to make happy aren't you. Same with game companies. Oh, they're just retarded. No. The people they're trying to make happy aren't you. This game prints a certain amount of money per month, okay? And they're like, okay, we want to keep the money coming, so we need to keep this going. And then, okay, what do the community want? They want like a overhaul. Okay, but an overhaul, a real back to basics thing would cost so much money. And it's like, okay, so let's not do that.
Why would you
Is
advertise
there a way
it
to
back
look at the-
basics then? You know what
Like
I mean?
casual players.
For marketing.
A way to look at casual players' reception on the patch, because all I hear is like talking players.
But again, it's false advertising. Then I don't know. It's
No, it's false advertising to the minority. To the majority, they were correct. That's what I'm saying. Like, you need to. This is why they should release the feedback, because they could pull the sickest Uno card and go, see, we did listen.
Yeah,
We
but I
did
just-
listen to the small group of you guys, you pro
Yeah,
players.
I
You
hear
listen to
what you're saying.
the casuals. Yeah, that's what they should just release.
I hear what you're saying, but I generally don't think that's the case. C4, I generally think that even amongst the C4, even amongst the
I'm the casual. You're right.
no. Yeah, exactly. No, but even among the casuals, I think a lot of them was like, okay, buff my character, but nerf everyone else. So I think even if you take in the majority casual view, it would be like
Me?
the power level is too high. I think that's the consensus view.
Well, no, when I listened to like half of what Finn was saying, and I remember him. I vividly remember the Jin stuff he was saying. It's like, oh, I think I'm playing Jin now because he got buffed. And like listening to Blackheart, he said they just buffed everyone. So that to me seems like a casual patch where they're like, okay, cool. Casual players don't really care about other characters' weaknesses. They care about how strong their character is.
No, but they do care about other characters' weaknesses. They're just not intelligent enough to
casuals?
talk about it on Twitch. No, they do, because everyone who said every Jin player who wanted Jin
And
to
not
get
casuals,
buffed
though.
is also complaining about Dragunov's bullshit, fucking Xiaoyu's bullshit, fucking Hurang's bullshit.
Yes.
They can't right. So like,
No, not
so,
casuals. Not
Yes,
casuals. Like,
casuals all
RDC
will
World,
complain.
RDC
No, the
World
casual
now, and
Another
Afro
thing is
Central
what I'm
now,
just saying, guys. In my
they don't
opinion,
care about none of that
I
shit.
think he's overestimating the skill of bad players. Bad players can go, this character's bullshit. My character needs to be stronger.
Yes,
This
no, I
character's
agree.
got-
I agree.
That's what I think. Yeah.
No,
Okay,
no,
cool.
I
We're
agree.
on the same page.
But what I'm saying is, like, okay, let's say Noob One says that Leo needs to be buffed, but Dragunov, Xiaoyu, and Alyssa needs to be nerfed. Okay, so that's 3 nerfs and 1 buff he's asked for. Another player says my character Alyssa needs to be buffed, but fucking Dragunov, Nina, Anna needs to be nerfed. Right? My point is, the feedback is a lot of people asking for nerfs and buffs to their character and nerfs to everyone else. And then if you average that out across all of the feedback, it's everyone asking for everyone else to get nerfed and for their character to get buffed. So for you to only listen to the buff my character part and casually ignore the nerf everyone else part is a choice. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's my
No,
point.
guys.
That's why I'm saying the whole like, oh, they're listening to the casuals. No, I don't think they are. They're making a choice of their own.
I think you're missing
okay.
the point though, because
Okay.
if they were a little bit competent on the whole game they're balancing, they would understand based on the feedback what is there to be made for real and what not. if they're really a little bit competent about the game.
Yeah, but they're not trying to improve. That's my point. I don't think they're trying to improve the game. They're trying to maintain the
game. If you have a balancing team that is not competent on the whole game they are working on, they should be fired, for fuck's sake. Because if most of the player base is saying that, I don't know, every character needs to be nerfed, and then there is a casual saying that Alisa needs to be buffed, and they listen to the casual player, they need to be fired because they don't understand shit about the game. That's the point.
But what I'm trying to say, going back to my main point, is that their job isn't. What my conclusion is, and it sounds like doomerish, but it's actually just this is where the acceptance comes from. The people there are not trying to improve the game. Their goal is to maintain the stable player base.
Mm-hmm.
That's the job. You are thinking about someone who wants to improve the quality of the product. And I feel like the majority of what they're doing is they don't give a fuck about the quality of the product. That they care about is that we have 200,000 people playing it concurrently per week, or over the course of a week, and we need to maintain those numbers. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Right? And those are two different goals. You might think, well, surely if you improve the product, people will say, that's way too much money. You can maintain the product simply by making false promises, making new costumes, buffing every character so everyone who plays their character feels like they have something new. That's their goal. And once you accept that their goal is actually, we just want to maintain the player base. We're not interested in the quality, stability, competitive integrity of the product. Fuck you on your competitive integrity. We don't care about the competitive integrity. We want a stable player base who will keep buying costumes and keep buying season pass. And when you accept that, you go, okay, well then, I'm an idiot for thinking this game was actually going to get better. I'm out.
Yeah, Chad's right. Like, I think Blackheart, the sad reality is now is that obviously today's day one, everybody's got the game on. I get that. Like, I'm not going to flame anyone for turning it on. But after today, I think we need to put the pads down and go do something else. Like it. 100%. I mean, I don't really. I stream this once a month. Most of the time, doing the podcast or doing something random. But I don't even know if I'm going to stream this once a month anymore. I think today, in terms of like a Tekken stream, other than us like doing the beef sets or like or some sort of event that I come up with, the weekly Shambolic Showdown streams, I'm not going to do them for Tekken anymore. Like it's gotten to the point now where it's like, if we don't actually take some sort of stand against them, then nothing is ever going to change. And I don't know how much of a dent any of us will make because we're not the big casual base that apparently they're appealing to. But we can't keep on playing this stop day in, day out. You have to take a stand, Blackheart.
Oh yeah, but definitely. But that is the same for every other Tekken creator, in my opinion, though. It's not only about.
Yep. No, I agree.
Look, listen, Joker's a successful Tekken player, but he just hung his boots up or hung his gloves up. He's out. And I suspect there's going to be more people that are like, do you know what? I'm
out from competitive Tekken play, but he's still going to stream the game.
He's a streamer now, Mike.
He's a streamer.
He realized that he makes more money just doing what Lil Margin does and everybody else who has just
play like a party game. Play like a party game. Stream. Have a little party.
I think what I said.
Like the people that do like the game though, that are going to stream it. Would you say to them?
Yeah, if you like it, you like it. Good for you.
If you like it, you like it. Yeah, exactly. I wish I felt like them. I'm not angry at them. Again, true acceptance. I'm not angry at the people who like this game.
Guys, honestly,
you wouldn't tell them to play.
No, but I don't understand, guys. Why, okay. I bought the fucking shit game. Why would I stop playing it or streaming it? I don't get it.
Lol.
Like they said they would I don't get it. Like they said they would listen. Like I don't know if we are like if there's a misunderstanding here. We don't matter. Like I said this already. We like Shinblade, Mike, everyone else, everyone in chat. We are the 5 to 10% of like core too hardcore player base. Even if we like quit, they don't care because A, they have their player base, and B, we already paid for the game. Like it doesn't fucking matter. Like,
but they still want us to buy the new Leo costume and the new thing. Like they still want something.
Not us.
No, you.
Not people. Us. Yeah, they want people. They want a number of people to play.
It. Like I have.
Yeah, that's my point. That's my point.
I have shown there's a screenshot on Twitter which kind of encapsulates what I mean here, and I don't mean this in any way to hate on casuals. It's just to illustrate the reality. Where under the season 3 post of their where under their season 3 post, where a bunch of people just asking about why Leo can't wear dresses and shit like that, and what people actually asked. Sorry, Shimblade is like.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
I think he's on the phone.
I'm listening
People
to you.
actually
What is that?
asked like about what the official color is of Brian's outfit now. Is it red or is it green? Like, okay, so
Interesting.
it doesn't fucking matter. Like, it doesn't matter. And also, let's not lie. We are all showing up for Tekken 9. Come on. We had a fucking boycott website for this game, and I have had multiple people in my stream over the last months. People in my chat will remember this. Multiple people telling me, bro, why are you still playing Tekken 8? You are basically a shill, you motherfucker. You are supporting the devils with this. And you know what happened then? I found out their Steam and their Tekken ID. I went on their Steam and saw that this motherfucker has 120 hours
Yeah,
Tekken
bro,
8
they're
in
all-
the last two
they're all-
fucking
There you
weeks.
go.
They are
There you
all
go.
hypocrites, bro. They are all hypocrites. But at least, for example, me or others are admitting some of this stuff. At least. For example, I said all of the stuff before. Other people completely lie. That's the problem.
No, but it's more than that. I've been playing Tekken for what? Not as long as the OGs, of course, but I've been playing Tekken for almost a decade now. So yeah, it was always going to take more than one bad season for me to leave. Always.
Yeah.
But like this is for me. When I say this is my breaking point, this is my breaking point. And if you watch me, you can be like, oh, but Chad, you were playing season 2. Yeah, but I wasn't playing season 2 as much as I was playing season 1. Right? Like my point is, I took large gaps from season 2. Right, because I was exploring other things and I was trying to find other things. And now, when I tell you that I'm not playing season 3, I'm not playing season 3. I'm not saying that there will never be a point in the next year where you will see me play Tekken 8. You probably will. But I'm like right now for the next few months, I'm be playing a lot of other games, like genuinely.
Yeah, I'm checked out as well. Like normally, like last season, as soon as season 2 came out, I was like, okay, I'll get my God rank, and then I'll stream the game. I'm telling you, you're gonna see that Tekken King thing anytime you see me. I have zero desire.
Zero interest
I'm just
in getting
thinking
better.
about my day. Like games are supposed to be fun, right? If you're not having fun, I don't know why you're playing them. So I'm thinking about my day. I wake up in the morning, I'll go to the gym or I'll go to work, and then I'll come home and I'll be like, where do I want to spend my time? It's sure, but damn sure it's not on this fucking game. I might do a podcast talking about it because I like talking to you guys in the community. But sitting here playing ranked, those days. As of now, I don't know when it will come back, but as of now, that's done. This will be the last stream where I'm sitting here having Tekken 8 on in the background. It will be podcast on it, but I just the patch notes fucking spun me. They sent me through a loop. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Hey, guys, on my stream is Tekken 6 if you want to join the lobby, but we only have 4 spots, but we could make a list. Just letting people know.
Okay, just before we come back to the conversation, let me just read out these guys' super chats because I haven't read a few in a little bit.
Go for it.
Lemon Tea, thank you for the 199. This is how I felt when Street Fighter 5 sucked. Dark times. Well, I remember the Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, me too.
Because I played Street Fighter 4 pretty much all the way through, and then Street Fighter 5 came out. I played it for half a season, and I was like, I'm out. And I don't think I ever went back properly. It was sad times. Lemon Tea, thank you for the 199. Go see how good Avatar looks now. I definitely won't be doing that.
Nice try.
Will not be doing that. OJ,
I've heard good things though. I like that Invincibles game. I actually might give it. I don't give a fuck about the Invincibles franchise.
Jump on.
But I was watching the trailer. That girl looked like spit into multiple people. I was like, that looks sick as fuck. I'm getting involved.
Duplicate.
Yeah. I love that shit.
Invincible
fucking,
looks good.
And Rip is there, so I'm like, all right, well, that earns you at least a try.
Yeah, Rip designed her apparently.
Yeah, he's one of the designers or consultants. So I'm like, all right, cool, get me in.
Yeah, I'll definitely be jumping on that for sure.
But sorry.
Let me just finish with reading these super chats and then we'll jump back in. OJ, thank you for the $5. This is the year of training they did with the Saiyans' arrival impending. Everyone is doomed. Yeah, we're in end times for Tekken, boy.
I'm joining the Saiyans. Fuck them.
Mr. Boss, thank you for the $5. I believe it's delusional to ask for nerfs than asking for buffs. I believe it's delusional to ask for... Yeah, well, we are delusional at this point. Chad is right. Asking for shit has gone out the window now.
It's not gonna work anymore.
Yeah, I might flame them a little bit on Twitter, but I ain't gonna ask for anything. Ozzy, thank you for the $5. I think people should just not give a single F about it anymore. Don't even talk about it and don't mention it anymore. Just silence. I don't mind talking about it. Like, we do a lot of yapping on this.
I don't understand. I don't understand. People are a bit weird with this, man. I had one comment saying like, "Oh, but you content creators, you need to own up to what you did." And it's like,
oh no,
boy, my bro. I don't know. Like in this case, he speaks obviously to the wrong person because Mike, as you know, I'm not gonna say it explicitly, but as you know, I am one of probably the only one who has actually told people exactly how to put cream in their coffee and literally rob Namco Bandai out of fucking money. So I don't know. Some people are like really weird with this content creator shill topic. Like, guys, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter.
Sorry, one second. Let me just Urameshi in the chat, bro. I don't mind you being here and expressing your opinion, but you don't have to talk to Blackheart like that. Like, you're sitting behind the keyboard. Don't act
but
like
not only to me, to the other people as well in this.
Yeah,
chat.
what's wrong with you, bro? We're talking about a fucking video game. Get your shit together. He's just insulting Blackheart.
No, but also the other content creators in this call, bro. It's a fucking idiot, bro. You're a fucking idiot.
Who are we talking about?
Shinbei, could you mute, bro?
Just mute Shimblade until he gets into
No,
his range.
I'm here. My bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, because just when you're talking, the background's picking up.
Yeah, I think my bad.
That's
Go
alright.
ahead.
But yeah, Urameshi, just chill, bro. Like, we're talking about a game. Okay, we have disagreements, but like, you sound like you're terminally online. Just chill out a little bit. Where's the next super chat? Mr. Jamie, thank you for the $10. To be fair, Mike, I'm enjoying Kiwami 3. It's not perfect, but to be fair, the OG game wasn't either. I thought it was the weakest mainline game. Mine being alive, I'm happy with. Yeah, but what they've done with Mine's side story, and I think he lived, right? In what's it called, Dark Tides. The way he lives is stupid, and then also the whole sexual assault thing with the actor that took over. What's his name? What was the actor? I can't remember the character's name, but you know who I'm talking about. Just a mess. But maybe I'll pick it up for free one day.
Raped by Marduk.
Batch and Cheese, thank you for the $5. What Chad just mentioned is what Frame Whisperer said years ago. Alright, that's all the chats for now. Yeah, no, Frame was right, man. Frame was right. He was on the money. And people insulted him for it. And now look at where we are.
Shimblade was right.
No shit. This guy.
Give it to me, man. Just give it to me. Pause.
Shinbei, we're in the darkest timeline, and it's partly because of you.
Yeah, I wonder. I have a genuine question, and it's not me trying to be cute or whatever. I wonder if, because I remember back when I used to work as a script editor for a TV show, and we knew the show was bad, all of us. But like you're just limited when you're looking for a large organization. I wonder if Nakatsu knows that the community would feel this way. I think he does.
Yeah, of course. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
But what I mean is, it's fun to be like, oh, they're incompetent, they don't know any better. But like, I wonder if Nakatsu's like, no, like I know what the community wants, but we don't have the money to give it to them, so we have to give them this, and I just know they're going to be upset. So
I don't think it's that expensive for what you're asking them to do, right? Especially for like top level play. It's normally numbers. It's not normally animations. Animations cost a lot. Numbers don't cost a lot.
No. What we are asking for is a lot. It's a lot because it's not just like it's not just oh make no. It's literally numbers. No, because we're asking for hitboxes to be changed. We're asking for a lot of fundamental system We're asking for universal system change as well.
Nope.
Yes, we are. So you didn't ask for any universal system changes?
But
None?
The system changes are literally just numbers. They could have literally done all of that, and then we still have that, but the game would have been in such a way better spot. Come on, bro. Like it's come on.
I agree with Finn. Like, if they had at least done one thing and brought the numbers down on certain things, it would have been like, okay, Tekken 8's still a problem, but at least we've tackled this issue. I understand where Chad's coming from, where like you can't just expect a gigantic overhaul if the game doesn't have like a Monster Hunter budget. But we was just saying do something. They did nothing.
Look, they had 9 months. Yep. Psychom, don't know if you know it from Algeria. He literally went just with the move list extractor, which is a mod tool, in the game, and he did something that some other cocksucker told me that is not possible. Like, you can't do this to the animation. You know what he did? He made heat smashes within place after the first hit. That is literally possible to do for an amateur in 10 seconds. So
do you know if you could toggle off moves like tracking and stuff?
Tracking,
is that a toggle?
Tracking is a different issue. Different issue. The problem with this is the tracking in Tekken 8 is an issue not because it is an issue inherently. It's an issue because the game has a death zone design where everything horizontally is allowed to be a nuke. Everything in this game horizontally is allowed to be literally a war crime. So you need to go into the third dimension like your life depends on it. That is the problem now. In previous Tekkens that wasn't the case. And something like Dragunov's Back for Free highlights this. This move, even in Tekken 6, the second hit is homing. That was previously never a problem because you didn't need to go into the third dimension like your fucking life depends on it. But now you need to because otherwise you are dying.
In those respects, like tracking and like hitboxes, yeah, but that's what I was thinking. Most of it is numbers.
Yeah.
From what I heard from everyone else's bid, which numbers shouldn't cost that much. But tracking and all that shit, yeah, in a 3D game, that is going to be like you need graphic designers and shit to do that.
No, I think
you have to make sure that.
I think it's very easy to be like, oh yeah, this move shouldn't be this stance, like it shouldn't be able to go into +5, but then you make it like plus whatever we want it to be, and then it's okay, but now the stance doesn't make sense because you can blow up everything with a step. Like it's very easy to just be like, oh, just change the number here and it'll be fine. But like times this across everyone's moveset.
But they had a year
across the entire game. No. I'm not saying it's not doable. I'm saying it's more work than Bandai Namco was probably willing to pay the team to do. This is what I'm saying. I'm not saying it could be done.
Bro, we don't know.
No, but this is the only thing that makes sense to me. Because I think there are two narratives. One, they knew what needed to be done, and just decided not to, and they were being lazy, which is a fun narrative. And the other one is like, no, they knew what needed to be done, and like they weren't given the resources, so they did what they could. And like, as someone who's worked in a large organization before with tons of really creative people, and it's very easy to be like, oh no, these guys are obviously producing a bad show because they don't know any better. But when you've been in that situation, you go, actually no, we know what's bad. The writers know what's bad. The actors know it's bad. The script editors know it's bad. Everyone knows it's bad. But the people at the top, like the money bags, have made the decisions, and our job is to just keep the people above us happy. I've been in that situation many times where you just know. And so I can totally see a situation where if you spoke to Nakatsu off the record, you'd be like, yeah, you think we don't know? I've been playing this series for ages. I know what people are pissed off about. I know. You think I don't know what people want? I get it. That's my hunch.
I don't think they're suffering so much from an above power. I think they're just they just don't know what to do. But maybe I'm wrong again. It's just that I don't believe that they're doing this without even knowing. Because otherwise, why would you nerf Anna? There is a new DLC. That would be a point. They're actually nerfing a DLC, so something you buy. Why would Namco want a character that needs to be bought to be to not be nerfed? You know what I mean? So I don't believe.
Sad state of affairs.
Normal hits.
I mean, if Chad's right, then basically Tekken is cooked whatever season comes out because they just don't have the budget to get it to where we want it to go. So we have to wait till Tekken 9 now.
All I'm saying is that like I've worked multiple times now, not just once, but I've worked in multiple organizations where you have a team full of really creative people who know what a good version of the product looks like. But if you haven't worked in a large corporate structure trying to produce like art or like TV or movies, you don't. It's entirely possible. Or if you've watched a TV show, right, or a movie, like let's say The Last Jedi, or like the last few series of Game of Thrones, right, and you'd be like, how can all these people have fucked up? And it's like, if you speak to them individually, the actors knew it was going to be bad, the writers knew it was going to be bad, but each of them was trying to please some sort of money bag holder, right? And it's like, well, I don't have like
any kind of power or like influence. Instead, like the dev team has a full influence. You know what I mean? Like the actors just do their job of acting.
No,
I don't want to be this piece of shit again. But did the possibility ever occur to you that in their opinion there is nothing wrong? That they have
that's
how it is.
No, it is possible. No, it is entirely possible. But the thing is, like, my point is, I want to invite you the possibility that we don't know that for certain, right?
Yeah, because I would go with the more likely interpretation because usually, okay, when you have a product, right, and this shit is like, after Tekken 7, really popular game, yada yada. If the ship is on fire, you will try to like literally pour water on it. Like, you will try this.
No,
as a company, you will try this. You will only not try this. Wait, you will only not try this if you don't see a problem with what's going on right now.
But then my question is, if that's the case, and like, no, we think the game is successful, we think the game's beautiful the way it is, then why bother with back to basics? Hold on, why bother with back to basics? And then why bother with every time you're talking about like, we know what the fans want, we want to tone things down. If you truly felt that way, you just be like, no, this game's great. This game is great. This game is awesome. We have the numbers to back it up. It's fantastic. Why not just say it with your chest?
Well, I can tell you why, because this is where the malicious part comes in, because they know they can tell you that, and then you will believe. Like, I mean, it's excuse me, but sorry,
but they have the numbers,
let me
though.
highlight. Wait, let me highlight one very important thing here, right? I don't want to always bring this up, but season 2, we are all in agreement. People even called it, probably rightfully so, the worst patch in fighting game history.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
After this patch, we ended up in season 2 right now with more players than in season 1.
Sure.
So, huh? What
do you mean,
does
so
that? What is that signal? What does that?
Yeah, but then,
signal to the developer?
no. What are you talking about? Then you can just say no. We like the game the way it is. Just say it with your chest and say the fact that we have the numbers.
Okay.
Like the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is this, right? You guys are saying that like they want. How do I put this? You're saying that they like the game the way it is. They know what the players want and they don't care, right? That's the position. And my argument is like I think you're almost imputing too much malice to me. I think it's more. I think it's more because if they wanted that, then why? I just don't understand why you won't just say no. The game's so fucking awesome. Like people will have their back. We love the game the way it is. Like why not just defend it? Why not just defend it? They have the numbers. You said it yourself. More people played it now than ever before. It's like, no, the people who are complaining are people who kind of wanted the game to be where it was. The game has never been more accessible. There's never been more people interested in the franchise. We're really loving it. We're glad to see. You can absolutely just say it with your chest. I don't see why not.
That's just saying, why didn't they 10 toes? Just say it like, yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
If they believe what you think they believe, then just own it.
I would go one step further than Finn and say, I think Finn's saying they're looking at it going, there's nothing wrong here. I'm saying this is the direction they want to go. If chuck a Judo pill in here, that ain't going to change at night. That is not going to... If this is their vision, like, I don't know if you guys know about Guilty Gear, we have Daisuke's vision.
Yeah.
Whenever we see a patch, we'll have like a 1 week of outrage, and then we go, well, that's just Daisuke's vision. That's how he sees the game going. And we're here for the ride.
Sure.
I think this is Tekken's new vision. I don't see why they would go back. Like Finn said, we'd have to see for the numbers in season 3. But if more people played from season 1 to season 2, and you can say everyone was outraged, but they got more people playing the game, they're going to be like, oh, this is the course. Maybe some people are going to jump off in a fit of rage, but we're getting more people on the boat. So that, to me, seems like the more likely situation. This is the direction of Tekken now.
No, I agree. No, I agree. Where we're going, this isn't an accident. You don't get 2 seasons like this by accident, right? This is what they want, right? This is what they want, right? This is what
much Tekken is sold.
This is what the powers that be want, right? And so my question is like, where is this direction coming from? Is it coming from the people, the devs working in the studio, or is it coming from people above them? That's my question. And now my point is, if it's a dev team, then they need to start saying it with the chest. Like, no, we love where this is coming from, right? That's my point.
Whatever Voodoo Black Magic Street Fighter 5 did from 5 to 6, that's what they've tapped into, I think, because Guilty Gear did the same thing. No one gave a fuck about Guilty Gear Xrd. I say nobody. Most people did. And when I played that game, I was like, if they keep making a game like Xrd, the franchise is going to die because not enough people like it. And then they made Strike.
Yes.
So whatever source that they're cooking up over there, I think Tekken have found it, tested it in season 2 and went, okay,
this is the new direction. We like this.
People like bullshit. People like engaging in bullshit. People like the RNG factor because TikTok brains as well. They just want to go like, I want to get a quick win.
Sure.
And for spectating, it's way more interesting when you don't know who's going to win.
Sure.
And that's what
the point I'm trying to make to you is this, right? Like, think about, did you guys see Star Wars Last Jedi?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Like the middle film in the sequels, in the new sequels.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay.
So somehow Palpatine returned that one.
Right. No, that was that. Somehow Palpatine returns the third one, the one before that. Right?
Oh yeah, third one.
Right. Okay, so here's the thing. The actors there knew it was bad, right? And I have a personal relationship with some of the script editors who knew it was bad before it came out. And like the majority of people who worked on that project, people holding cameras, people doing audio, people doing things, knew it was bad. The problem is that there were 2 people who were on board with it. Ryan Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy.
But you
and
think that
hold on, let me finish. And the point is, those are the people who sign everyone else's paychecks. So you have this situation where the majority of creative people know this sucks. But at the end of the day, you have to keep your job. Your number one job when you have a job is keeping your job. So it's like, I have to please these two people. And so to turn around and be like, the devs, or to turn around and be like, oh, the people who made The Last Jedi, they knew it was shit. This is what they wanted to make. This is the direction they wanted. It's like, no. There are two powerful people who wanted this direction, but the vast majority of people didn't. That's the only question I'm asking. I'm asking how much of the
that's basically what is happening. That's basically what is happening now with Tekken content creators. The same for most of them, at least. You know, they know it's shit, the things they're doing in live, but
that's my only question. That's my point is, I wonder where Nakatsu is on that spectrum. Is Nakatsu the driving force behind it? Like, no, I want this direction. I like this Unga Bunga, which is possible. That's the only question I'm asking. Or is he one of the people being like, I really don't like this, but the people who sign my paychecks, they want us to go Unga Bunga. That's what the metrics are saying that they want, and like I'm having to appeal to metrics. Because there are times where you're an expert in a thing, but some suit will come to you with some fucking chat GPT generated report and be like, no, people like this, so give us more this. And even though you're an expert, you're like, actually, this isn't really what the people want. It's like, no, I have an MBA from this business course, and it's telling me that these are the metrics we want. We need X amount of this. And you're like, bro, your games are more than just spreadsheets.
Do you think it's like this, or are you just asking, or do you?
I don't know. I'm just asking. I think it's entirely possible that you talk to Nakatsu off the record with a few drinks in him, and he goes, bro, I know. I think it's entirely, but we'll never know. Or we won't know until the end of the franchise, I guess. But like, I think it's entirely possible.
Do you think Harada leaving tips the scale in either of the directions that you're talking about? Or is it? I
suspect it's entirely, again, we don't know. Maybe Harada was asking for this the whole time, but I also suspect that it's possible that Harada didn't really like this either. But he too has masters he has to please. And then it was like, I just can't do this for another year. And so he leaves. This is the point I'm trying to make. But again, I could be wrong. Maybe Harada's like, no, this is what I want. But like, we have to remember that Harada's one of those people who was always being like, competitive integrity is the most important thing. Like, and so it became like this. Do you know what I mean? Like, so my point is, be angry. I'm not telling you to accept the game, whatever. Your feelings are your feelings. We feel the same way. I'm just trying to say, like, I want to invite the possibility. I'm curious to know who the resistance is in the game dev company. And like, Nakatsu might low-key have the same views about Tekken that you do. And that's hard for us to believe. Like, no. Everyone involved in the creative process must want it to be this way. They're all incompetent. And I go, it's possible. But it's also entirely possible for entirely competent teams to produce complete horseshit. And that's all I wanted to like bring to the chat to consider. Because I've seen
that's absolutely fair. But of course, without knowing, we don't know how the dynamics work. So of course, we're gonna get at the people in charge of this basically right now. So it's like that we are blaming them because they chose this position and they take the worst out of it even when it happens. I guess it's part of the game.
The only thing that we can hope for is that if what Chad is saying is true and what we've been talking about is somewhat teetering on the truth. If the casuals hate this and they shit on it, maybe we'll get what we want. But if it turns out they love this shit, then we're cooked. And it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it happen
guys,
all my
I don't think it's even working, this kind of strategy. Because I don't think Tekken 8 is selling that much. Compared to Tekken 7 especially. Tekken 7 sold, from the data that Arada showed itself, 12 million copies at the end. And it was also made by listening to the community, by the way, Tekken 7 a lot. So Tekken 8 in comparison, how is it selling? Probably
that's a lot.
It's a completely monetized environment in comparison to Tekken 7.
I think they can make more money from less players now because there's more things to buy. What could you buy in Tekken 7? Now, even
DLC.
No, we had DLC, but like we didn't have costumes that you could buy.
Oh, sorry, you didn't have a shop.
No,
we didn't have battle pass. We didn't have a shop. So my point is, it's possible to have fewer. It's possible now to have fewer weekly players and make more money.
To learn more, you think?
That's my point.
We need to go through this again with Tekken 7. How the game was like.
Yeah, and that's my point. I think Bandai Namco, that's my saying, I think their priority is to keep the player base there. We don't care if the game is good. We care if they are all playing. What is the least amount of money? What is the least amount of money we could spend to keep the concurrent player base there? And like, if you're being super business cynical, you'd be like, well, we just need an update. It doesn't have to be good. It just needs to be an update. Yep. And if every character got given new stuff, that'll be enough to motivate a lot of people to keep playing at least their character. And then we can sell them more shit. And we just keep doing it.
You know what's fun? That is probably like the biggest thing that anime games don't do. You know, Guilty Gear doesn't have a shop. You don't buy costumes in Guilty Gear.
Yeah, well,
most anime games you don't do that.
Well,
C4.
The next one. They
I
will.
don't got the original Soul outfit in Strive. How? Like,
Who
you
has?
know what I'm saying? I said,
Sorry, excuse me.
you can't buy the original Soul outfit in Strive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they'll make money.
Yeah.
They'll make money.
You
They
would
will.
get- It's well, I think what they're doing now, Arxis, now they're making Tokon. That's when they're going to start doing costumes.
Yeah,
But
true.
Arxis didn't do costumes for Dragon Ball.
Yeah, crazy.
They didn't do it for Dragon Ball.
Crazy.
That's and that was free money.
They'll make
They're
some money.
fucking that's what I mean.
Especially if you played Xenoverse. That shit prints money. And that game came out like 100 years ago.
And so I don't know if it was like a principal thing that they were like, yeah, we're never going to do DLC shops until, you know, Disney and fucking Sony knocked at the door and said, yeah, we've got Marvel here. You want to make some costumes? And they went, yeah, fuck it, why not?
It might be a
but
be
yeah.
a licensing thing too. They might just not be able to because they don't own Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? Licensing is
They
weird.
did, yeah, they had like one costume for Videl, but you could be right. I mean, yeah, was it Toye?
Yeah.
Shueisha, whoever owns the IP,
Yeah.
it's very shit. But they didn't do it for Gooey Gear and Blaz, and that's their game.
Yeah. Well, I think. Go on, Finn.
Bottom line, I don't want to be this guy, right? I don't want to take the anger away from people or tell people, oh, you are idiots for being angry. No, you're not. But you know, at certain point, I think a very uneasy possible truth has to be considered, and that's this game does like way better than people think, and only because we are mega outraged in our bubble of semi to competitive players doesn't change that reality. And that's a tough pill to swallow, and only Tekken 9 will see what lessons they have learned at this point. That is where we're all in agreement, right? We are all in agreement that if there is any game that will show if there were any consequences, it's going to be Tekken 9, right, guys?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Tekken 8 is clearly a success by
No,
the Like,
you
it's
guys gonna
clearly
hate
a success.
Tekken 9.
Well, we don't know.
You guys
We don't
gonna
know.
hate
Maybe we will.
Tekken 9. So wait. So you think they're gonna go from Tekken 8 until a more toned down Tekken? No, Tekken 9 you're gonna be able to turn to a fucking Gundam. So I don't know what you waiting for Tekken 9
He's
for,
probably right.
but you're gonna have more powers
So
in
true.
Tekken 9. You're gonna have more power in Tekken 9. I don't know what that means.
True, bro. Man said
I can tell you the litmus test about Tekken 9. If I can jump on Tekken 9, that means they've abandoned you guys. Because what their
100%.
idea is to give Ren of Legacy and make it so anyone can play. So if I jump on Tekken 9, you know your ship is sunk. Like, you're never going back.
Good shit. Which is why you gotta divest now, guys. You gotta try some Deadlock. You gotta try some Guilty Gear. You gotta try some Virtua Fighter. You gotta divest. Cause I don't know what you guys are
coming
gonna.
out. So
I know what you're gonna play for
listen.
the next 10 years, but it don't sound like it's gonna be Tekken. I'll tell you that right now. So
for the ones who's mad about Tekken 8, your light is Virtua Fighter is that 6 coming out?
We don't even know when that's coming out, bro. Like, they ain't
that
said
game's never
nothing.
coming out. That game's a PDF.
That could get cancelled for all we know.
That game's a PDF
Oh,
file,
shit.
bro. That game is literally a video.
That's a PDF, man. What the fuck?
That game does not exist, bro. It's an MP4. I don't know what you're talking about. That game does not
We
exist.
could wake up tomorrow and it could be a Tekken Cross Street Fighter situation where they're like, yeah, so we had to cut funding. And we're
never
like,
know.
great.
Oh my god.
You never know.
Like, no one get your hopes up for Virtua Fighter. Like, I
Never,
really want it to come
never.
out. I have high hopes for it, but at the same time, it's like games get cancelled all the time now. Funding gets pulled all the time.
Literally, my last stream
I
was
want
me
it.
going
I actually want
through.
Virtua Fighter.
Last stream was me going through games like that never came out. Like, hey, remember when they made the trailer for fucking Star Wars 1313? That never came out. Do you remember fucking Beyond Good and Evil, the new Beyond Good and Evil? That never came out. Y'all remember Scalebound? That never came out. I'm tired of motherfuckers seeing trailers and being like, I can't wait for this game to come out. I'm like, bro, I don't care if you show me a trailer. Show me a game.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a trailer. Even a gameplay trailer is not enough. Like, I need a build to exist before I believe.
Forget, Virtua Fighter 6 seems like a very ambitious project. It
Hell
could get to a
ambitious.
point where they're like, we ain't got no more money for this shit.
Bro,
That happens all
Bro.
the time. So as far as I'm concerned, that shit don't exist right now.
it doesn't exist. I don't believe it. I want it. Again, there's somebody hating. I just don't believe it until I see it.
Yeah.
I think the only way Tekken can go back is if Saudi touch it. If they get Saudi back in, then they can afford to make a game that they want.
But even then, I'm like, that's like a deal with the devil. Like, no disrespect. But like,
I don't think they're interested.
I'm
I
increasing.
hear
They got bigger things to worry about, and also like everything they touch needs to turn to crap. Like they're low key dragging our whole that genre into the dust. Like I'm just not a fan. So actually, if anything, that gives me less hope. Because a lot of what we're talking about is like perverse incentives, right? And like, I don't think there are any more perverse incentives in the FGC than Saudi money. Respectfully.
Well, no, I think what we was talking about was that their goal is money, so they're going to do whatever makes the money. Now, if money's not an issue anymore, surely they can make the game that you guys are talking about, like the actual back to basics instead of back to chasing the money.
Okay, but then how did that work out for City of the Wolves?
If you ask City of the Wolves players, they love that game.
Sure.
And
Okay.
it doesn't make money.
Well,
That's what I'm
balancing
saying.
logic. Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay. Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
so
Okay.
Fury heads love that game. All the rest of the game, like,
I hear
play.
it. Yeah, I hear it. I hear it. I hear it. Yeah, maybe. We'll see, man. We'll see. Sounds like they got big things to worry about right now.
You know what? I think what happened is hubris from somewhere in some director of the project team, I think, because with big budget, as we say in Spider-Man, comes big responsibility, right? So if you get a big budget, you need to sell, right? You need to fucking sell. With Tekken 7, no one cared, evidently, because we know that they had like it wasn't a Bandai Namco article. I think Tekken 7 costed the arcade release of Tekken 7 did cost as much as 10% of the Tekken 8 budget. Which is obviously crazy. So at this point, the developer, no one cares, right? No one is like, if this game doesn't do that well, we don't really care. So I think the healthiest part is if at some point we get maybe a Tekken side project, a small spin-off that's like for competitive players with 10 characters, it starts out with 10 characters or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
As a WhatsApp fighter.
Go on.
Oh, sorry,
No, go.
real quick, I was going to say, as a WhatsApp fire, the games that their goal is to break even are normally more fun or better balanced than games that are trying to make money.
Yep. Because you can afford to be. I mean, this happens. Yeah. It's not just. It's in art in general. The more money is invested in it, the less risk you can take.
Exactly.
And
like that's bold decisions.
So it's like Hollywood's going through this industry. A lot of time, big budget TV goes through this industry. Like, there's a reason why TV for the past 10 years has often been more ambitious than movies, because they cost less. So you can afford to be more experimental. You can afford to, like, the more things cost, the less risk you have to take. But again, everyone's trying to protect their job. So it's like if you give me fucking a shit zillion dollars and my product flops, I'm done. So if you give me a shit zillion dollars and I go with all the tried and tested recipes and then it flops, I'm like, well, I did all the tried and tested recipes. You know, I did this. Like, everyone's trying to cover their ass. Like, it's no, this is classic art 101. But it's one of the things I think a lot about, which is also why I'm a little bit worried about VF6, because from what they've said, that game sounds expensive. And I go, okay, well, if you're gonna have the Nvidia money and the Saudi money, I'm like, you bet you're gonna have to sell shit zillion copies. So what's the plan, right? And again, there's good ways to do that and there's bad ways to do that, but I'm like, I've not heard any plans. So I'm like, ironically, if the game was smaller, I'd have more hope. You know what I mean? If the game sounded less ambitious, I'd have more hope.
Is Saudi funding Virtual Fire?
Yeah, there was when they announced their original video, they had the CEO of Nvidia being like, this game made VF put our game on the map and we're glad to pay it forward in the new game. And then they had the fucking Saudi prince being like, oh, I've loved Virtua Fighter since I was a child. I'm excited to help bring this back up. Like, bro, they were talking big shit. Maybe it's all just talk. Again, we don't know.
Money on it, that game will be good. Because Saudi don't put money in the games to make money back.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They'll burn money. Yeah. They'll do it for goodwill. I understand.
Make the game good. There you go. Yeah. Don't pay me back. Like,
yeah, exactly. So we'll see. We will see. But we'll see what they do.
So guys, I gotta leave you because I'm very, very tired. I slept like 4 hours this night.
Yeah, no worries. I'm leaving too. I gotta play some Deadlock.
I know. Playing Tekken 8.
Not because of that, but because I was traumatized by all of this. I was traumatized.
Guys, let me know if you want. Let me know if you want an invite to Deadlock. You hit me up. I'll send you the invite for sure. But I'm about to go off as well.
We need to talk about the fucking archetypes and mutation thing.
So I said, what was that? Yeah. You said that.
I want one.
You said that. Yeah, I'll send an invite immediately. Don't worry. Once I finish this stream. In a bit, man.
Take care.
Hold on. Yeah, when I came into the stream, you were like, I want to talk to you about something. What's up?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that. It's about the mutation and archetype stuff.
Mutation and archetype. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll talk about it in a bit. All right. Well, yeah. I'm off. I'll catch you guys later. It's been a pleasure.
In a bit, man.
Rest in peace.
In a bit.
Peace.
Toxic.
Hey, Sequel, you still there?
I'm still here.
You know, I'm playing this game, and I'm getting more frustrated as I'm playing. I saw people in the chat saying, "Why are we still playing And I've tried to explain. Today's it, guys. This is it. This is the curtain call. I don't know when I'm gonna stream it again. I honestly don't. I thought, you know what, I'll do one more stream. But
I respect it. You're doing a farewell lobby.
yeah, it's not
Sign
farewell,
on.
but it's not goodbye, but it is see you later. I don't know if I can stomach doing that. Other than the beef sets, because obviously we do the beef sets with Shinbei and them, but they're fun. We can still include Tekken 8 in that, but I don't know if I've got it in me to stream it anymore. Like I'm sitting here just on autopilot. I'm not engaged. I'm not having fun.
You know what I thought was actually a sick change that would make me watch it, regardless if I liked it or not. Is I don't think anyone's done it the way that Tekken have with the rank system, with the revenge thing and ranked.
What revenge thing?
They said something like,
No, that's cap. They just did that to. I mean, oh, you mean the mechanic of in Look, you know why I have a problem with that shit. So
okay,
this is designed. Oh, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. Please, just first.
no, you go, because then you can explain it, and I'll tell you why I like it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
So
I tell you why you think it's shit.
So I dislike it because this incentive for people to not lose quit is. Okay, Defi made a very offensive analogy that I can't repeat on stream. But basically, you try to give an incentive to not be an asshole. No, you should punish assholes. You shouldn't give them an incentive not to be one. So,
I agree.
like, the revenge match to incentivize you to rematch. In my opinion, no. You should just do it like this. The set is forced. If you quit the set, you lose a shit ton of point. There you go, you cuck. And that's it.
I agree.
I don't like, giving people incentives to not be an arsehole. We kind of usually have laws for that have consequences if broken.
Yeah, just force
No,
the
I-
first
Yeah.
two.
But sorry, go
Yeah.
on. Why do you like it?
No, because I remember we said that the first time we heard about it, but when I heard it and I thought about someone like Blackheart, I would think it would be funny to watch Blackheart do a revenge-only rank stream, where he purposely goes into revenge and he only can get points that way. So for content, I think that mode is pretty fun, or entertaining for someone to watch. Anything else, like for the integrity of competition, it's obviously horrendous, because I agree with you that
Horrendous.
for content it would be fucking hilarious to see people lose the first two games just to get revenge, but they could then get plugged and then the whole thing is pointless. So
Yeah, the thing about this is I didn't. This is what actually shocked me a little bit. I didn't think they were able to actually make the ranked system casual, because they have done this now. The ranked system is a complete joke now. They have done, like, it's crazy. They even rolled back the change which they implement. They realize this is stupid, that you can't be like demoted, that you get the promotion bonus every time you do promote, even if you promote the second time. They brought this back, like it's crazy. And I was like, I told people, huh? Sorry,
what's the promotion bonus?
you just because you rank up, you get a shit ton of free points generated for you as a cushion, so you can't demote. You can't demote immediately. So these are free. So this is legit in economy. It's like legit inflation, right? Money is just being created.
Yeah.
This is like mad inflation. They brought this back now. I don't know why. And the worst part about this is I said, at this point in Tekken 8, we are all sitting in a pool and playing with our own shit, basically, with our own turds. But at least the pool I'm sitting in, playing with my shit, could have been a competitive pool. But not even that I have. Isn't that amazing? I don't even have a mode now that's competitive. That to me is fucked up. Like, at least do what Street Fighter has done and say, okay, Master Rank is free, but then you unlock the real ELO ranked system.
They had that in Street Fighter 4, the championship mode, which was better in my opinion. Street Fighter 4, they had it. They had the championship.
Yeah, or something like this. I actually want like an hardcore ELO system. Obviously, that's actually what I like, right? But if you don't want to start with this, then either give me ranked plus or make it the unlocked ranked mode like Street Fighter 6. Where okay, Master is kind of whatever. and then you have the elo system. But now we have this in-between thing where they now really, instead of pushing everyone to Bushin, they now want to push everyone to GOD. Everyone. And then you have only GOD 1 to 8, and you can be matched with anyone. They do this super. I have never seen a more stupid ranked system than this. It's literally an affront aigu. This is what really makes me mad, because this kills my I'm not a competitor, but this kills my competitive spark nonetheless to even like grind ranked and shit. Like ultra hard. It's so bad.
Yeah, I won't be grinding ranked. So I have literally no interest whatsoever. It's just a shame, like, there was nothing that was put into this game that was even, like I thought that maybe we were going to get, like, an extra mode or something to play in, like, lobby system. I thought that they'd spiced it up a little bit. I thought they'd maybe look at what Virtua Fighter did with, like, league and tournament mode and be like, okay, here's a tournament mode. It could have been at least, alright, cool, you know, the game's kind of shit, but it's brand new game modes. It was nothing. It just feels like Season 2, but more of a disappointment. I'm just shocked, to be honest with you. I'm actually shocked.
Motherfucker. Anik, thank you for the £5. Queen Sterling, huh? Balance upwards. Fixed an issue, made it easier to fixed an issue, made it easier to uninstall Tekken 8 due to the back to basics update. Resident Evil 9 is recommended instead. Nice. Oh yeah. The arrow reminds me, guys. C4, give me your take on this. So previously, I think for years even, had a color coding with like arrows that signified immediately at the balance change line if this is a buff or a nerf.
Oh yeah, I've seen that in other games.
For this update specifically, they got rid of these indicators. They just get rid of those. The up and down arrows that are colored. What do you think of that? What is your take on like why someone would do that? Just
actually don't, and I actually don't know. The logical side, I would be like, oh, each character got nerfs and buffs, so the arrows wouldn't be very.
No. On each individual change, it always gives a small arrow to immediately indicate if this is a buff or a nerf. On each individual change.
Maybe they just forgot.
No.
I think that's manipulation.
Yes.
I think that's manipulation. Yeah,
yes,
I would say that's
probably.
They're pranking you. They're punking the community. They're not even giving you the decency to tell you improvements or
They say just balance, and then you read it, and like they want to prevent that what you could have done is like literally screenshot just on Twitter, right? You screenshot a page of the balance changes and put it on Twitter, and all you see is like arrows up, and you're like, what the fuck? They wanted to prevent that.
Yeah,
because it makes it fucking
obvious.
Sense, even to like a scrub, it makes it ultra obvious what's going on here. And to me, the fact they had that suddenly for this patch specifically, they just drop the arrows is so like this is disrespect. Like that is malice. That's straight up malice. In my opinion.
I agree.
In my world.
I think it kind of goes back to basics where they're kind of like lying by omission. They're not directly lying, but they're saying such a nothing burger. They're like they are kind of putting they're pulling the wool over your eyes.
In my opinion, definitely. Because there is no. What is the other reasonable explanation? There is none. So if anything, I want everyone on Twitter to literally day in day out tag Murray and Nakatsu and just get an explanation for this, because we will probably get like a corporate bullshit answer, but I want the answer nonetheless. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I would like to know.
This is what I really want.
You're right. It probably is like manipulating it and drawing attention away from it. It's just a shit situation altogether, bro. It's a shit situation. Like I said, I know some people are like asking why are we playing it on stream. This is it, guys. Soak it in.
Pick Mokujin.
I am. There will be a minimum Shambolic.
Bro, Tekken 8 players, you don't even realize you have Mokujin in the game. Sorry, I talked to my own people.
What did Shambolic say?
I still don't think it's like I said. The beef test stuff is still. I don't think it's that bad. Like I said, I think it's bad to a point that it's a whole season update. I think it's supposed to start off pretty strong.
Yeah.
It wasn't strong. Of course, I'm even disappointed. But I think to write it completely off, I don't think it's that bad though, Mike. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's
Maybe
massively disappointing is the problem here. It is massively disappointing. Like it's not as bad as season 2, but it's worse because we had season 2 and then they did this. So it's like you would expect there to be a major step up from when you're so down in the dumps and you hit rock bottom, you think to yourself, the only way is up, but they barely crawled out of the cave. Like, well, they didn't crawl out of the cave at all. So it's like, okay, yeah, the beef sets, we have a lot of fun because we're friends and whatever, but I like today is the last time I'm gonna sit here for a while. I need to give this game a rest. Like, I mean, we don't really stream it that much anyway, but I think it's probably gonna be once a month, maybe once every 2 months, maybe. I think doing other things is more interesting right now. Right now, it's just sucked the wind out of it. And like he said, we've got a whole year of this, bro. And not only that, a whole year of this, and then a fucking shit lineup of characters. I'm sorry. Who's waiting for Kunimitsu? Please, give me a break. And then we got Bob, and then we got the fucking kangaroo, and then we don't even know who the last character is. It's probably going to be a disappointment. I ain't got my hopes up at all. Probably going to be a guest character when we need more Tekken originals in here. And people are saying it's going to be Akuma, blah, blah. It ain't going to be Akuma. It's going to be someone so left field that we're going to go, what? Why? And you know what we're going to say? They didn't listen to the feedback. But you know what it really is? It was probably planned a long time ago. And they're just stupid. Yes. That's what it is. It's not that they didn't listen to the feedback for the guest character. They probably bought the rights to have the guest character in the game many moons ago. And we just... They're probably panicking right now. Because they're probably thinking to themselves, shit, you know, like... We bought this rights to this guest character when they were popular or when we thought it might have hit. And 3 years on, people ain't feeling the game right now. People are asking for other characters to come back. And we're about to eat a shit sandwich. That's what I think is going to happen. But, no, we'll do beef sets here and there. Yes, it is a party game after all. We might as well have a party. But it does warm my heart to hear Shimblade say it, the patch is shit as well. Because I thought he was going to come in here and start saying, hey, this is it. This is a big patch.
That's impossible though. So with that being said, do you believe my takes on season 2? Like if we could sit down at a dinner table, Mike, I would tell you why season 2 was so great.
Season 2 was abysmal.
Look what they gave us, man, bro. Those moves they gave us in season 2 was outstanding. Do you understand me?
Bro,
it was outstanding.
2...
Those moves they gave the people, bro. Look, back to the basics. Look at our moves now. It don't even got no animation to these moves, man. This how they used to do Tekken 7. They used to give us these updates in Tekken 7. They went back to the basics. I'm telling you. Season 2 update was. I said, bro, this shit is on a next level. Fuck the bugs. Fuck the bullshit. Fuck the tracking. I'm saying the update itself. Are you let me laugh?
You really think that back to basics meant that we are gonna give you a basic ass patch?
Fuck yeah.
That's not what. That's you don't believe that. You don't believe that.
Am I wrong? No, bro. Look at these new moves they gave us. Have you seen them new moves, Mike?
Yeah, but
I went through them.
That's not what
we laughed at every single last one of them.
No, that's not.
No.
Back to basics didn't mean that.
We didn't know what it means. So
I know we have no clue what back to basics means.
You?
Huh?
No. Go ahead. No, you say that.
I'm saying that they lied to us. Back to basics and putting that in a trailer when you know the community has been asking you to nerf things and tone things down so there's more interaction in the game is a blatant lie. Another blatant lie, another way they pulled the wool over our faces is they put up these little clips of characters doing their heat smashes at the wall And we were like, oh, that's a good change. But little did we know, as long as you don't do the first hit for majority of the roster, it will hit the wall anyway, and you can do the full combo. If we're asking for them to nerf the Heat Smashers so that it doesn't wall splat, why would they think in their infinite wisdom that we thought that we were just talking about the first hit? Like, what? I don't know what they're smoking. I have no idea what they're smoking. I'd love to talk to them.
So I'm trying to tell you, man, like, you think they listen to people that were trying to turn down a little bit. They're trying to get to people that were trying to X for changes. No, Mike, the loudest people was the one called to tell them to kill themselves. Fuck off, scumbags. Those were the loudest people if you were looking around.
Yeah,
the people asking for change, like Fenty and shit, they wasn't the loudest. The loudest people was the people telling them to go, y'all fuck y'all fuck the game up.
Nope.
They was the loudest, Mike.
Nope.
They was the loudest.
No.
So listen,
that's wrong. That's wrong. First of all, we're not gonna give them.
No, Mike, I promise you. Like, I remember I made a video. Though that shit was everywhere. If you was on Twitter and you follow any one of those creators, everything they posted, they was getting, oh, shut the fuck up, you fucked up Tekken 8. Think about it. That was personal. The videos you guys are making are not personal to them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go watch that, chill and, eat your little cereal and watch the video. But these people was getting attacked personally on their accounts.
Everyone gets attacked, Shimblade. I get attacked every day. What I'm saying to you is that we're not gonna let them get off scot-free because there was a bunch of anime profile pictures taking the piss out of them. They've been developing this game for 30 years. Tekken is a 30-year-old franchise. They understand that a portion of the audience is going to be vitriolic towards them. They should have the wherewithal and the leadership skills to sift through the noise and get to the real issues. So if the excuse here is that the loudest voices were the people telling them to go do one, and they listen to that, then they are bigger idiots than we thought. They deserve more scrutiny than I was giving them. If I was to curate my channel the way people that come into my stream chat and randomly troll me and go, that person was ripping into me and he was consistent, so that's why I'm not doing these types of videos anymore, I would look like a gigantic pussy and a shell of a man. So what you're saying is that the Tekken developers are fucking pussies, is what we're saying.
Yes, Mike, and we're also built different. Like you just said, we seen how they're built. They're not built the same. They don't understand shit like that. They never went through that.
No, they're developers in a big corporation. They should know better. They should know better.
Mike, but they didn't. Mike, I'm telling you, they never went through what their season 2 shit did. They never experienced it before. They never experienced their best players talking shit about the game. So they never experienced it.
So they never experienced their best players talking shit about their game. So their solution was, let's make the game worse so they talk more shit.
This goes back to what Chad was saying. We don't even know if these motherfuckers got even the power to control that shit.
Yeah, but that's all speculation. I can only point at the people that are steering the ship. Bandai Namco probably did do something like they usually do. They fucked over Bleach Rebirth of Souls as well. I know what they're like. But I can only point the finger at the people that are out there saying we did this and we did that. It's the Tekken team. They're going to have to bite the bullet for what their knuckle dragon overlords have done, if they're the ones that did it. Like, who am I supposed to point my anger at? I'm just supposed to go, oh, we don't know, so let's not say nothing. No, they need to hold this. They need to hold it. I don't think people should go to Twitter and harass them, but people should definitely let them know that this is garbage and they are incompetent. And if it's not them, if it's not their fault, then go and tell your masters to give you more money. Otherwise, this is what we're going to do. What are we supposed to do? Just be like, oh, maybe it wasn't them, so let's just eat this shit sandwich.
There you go. And give us a big enough shit sandwich, like how quote-unquote season 2, folk can have more to talk about. Because, think about it, and I said this yesterday, with this patch, Mike, what are we going to have to talk about? Nothing, right?
I don't know. That's why I said, like, I'm doing this Tekken stream today. I mean, we can always do podcasts and talk about stuff. There's always stuff to talk about, but this patch is so disappointing that I don't know if there's enough to actually talk about.
Yes, it's just enough that was talked about when Tekken 7 was out. It was never talked about because it was never good. It was never patches that was good like this, like season 2 was. So I want you to understand what I'm trying to lean here, Mike. This is how Tekken always been. Like Tekken wasn't talked about. Don't patches was always lackluster. You couldn't talk about that shit on it. Like think about it. Go look it up. Only people that covered those patch notes was Rip and maybe a little more of some shit in the main man. But now these patches are so fucking, what's the word? C4 be losing? Convoluted? Colluded? What is it?
Convoluted.
Convoluted, yeah. It's so much, you got so much diversity, you can talk about so much other shit. Now they kept the shit based. Like everybody's, go look at it. Almost every character shit looks the same. They got the same wording. Talking about this shit hit from the back. This hit from the back. We changed. We hit. And we like, this move never hit from the back. So they made everybody's shit look the same. Now it's boring. Nothing to talk about. And we already start playing something else. So just think about what I'm saying. Season 2. Huh?
Can I ask you something?
Go ahead, Kev.
You know, I have this question, man. To me, it sounds a little bit, and I want you to be 100% honest here. Are you just a little bit mad about this patch because Steve is not the way you want him to be?
Oh no, I'm used to Steve getting there season 3. Go back and y'all got to, I know I be talking fast and probably ghetto and shit, but I said season 3 Steve Fox is usually the third in ratio of the game. Like second, almost to the finish, Steve always get butchered. So I wasn't too surprised about this butcher. But go ahead.
No, that's what I wanted to ask, but
yeah, my gameplay talks for itself. Like I still beat I won my 1v1 match today against an overpowered character playing Armor King Trizzy. And I was still doing pretty well in rank. Like I said, my old school gameplay carries me. Like I just can't do the stupid shit no more. I can't just throw out these moves just randomly like everyone else throwing out shit. I can always go back to my old playstyle and win.
Yeah, I think
But
all of us
that's just boring to
we've all
me.
been playing Tekken long enough that if we lock in on this patch, we'll be fine. It's just that the problem is that when I play a game, I'm trying to have fun, and when I think of fun, I don't think of Tekken 8 anymore. So that's the biggest problem for me. They can nerf Feng Wei into the ground. I'll be fine with him, but it's just the game is not fun. Feng Wei is not even the problem in this patch. Feng Wei was not a problem. I read his patch notes. They gave him a couple of changes to his Kempo. They gave him a new way to.
He got parries.
What's that?
He got a back parry or some shit.
Yeah, he
heard.
he got more things out of Kempo, and I was like, do you know what? That's not a big thing. It's not a major thing. Like I'm okay with that. I would have personally nerfed him a bit more, but I would have nerfed the entire roster. But it seems like they were just all over the place with this patch, and they didn't follow the direction that the community wanted. And now we're stuck with this for a year, and then they have the nerve to be like, yeah, we're gonna roll out things nice and slowly over the year. Nice and slowly? Are you fucking stupid or something? We need something now. They're here and now.
Yeah.
They're gonna start losing a lot. I think now we're gonna start to witness a decline in Tekken. I think now frustrations are gonna start to reach a fever pitch, and I think if Dead or Alive and Virtua Fighter are smart, now is when I start to rank up my marketing, because there's a big gap in the 3D space that is only being filled by this game that no one's happy with. So that's what I would do.
That is very true. And if you Soul Calibur, if you listening, please come on.
I don't even know, because Soul Calibur's under Bandai Namco as well. So if what the Tekken team and everyone's saying is true, that Bandai Namco probably didn't fund the game the way they wanted them to, and they're not being supported, then what hope does Soul Calibur have? Soul Calibur's a smaller game than Tekken. Like Bandai Namco, this is typical of them. They did it to Rebirth of Souls, right? They released this fantastic arena fighting game, or like an Axis fighting game. It's amazing, and then they don't put lobbies in the game, and we're just like, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? And then when I speak to people behind the scenes, they're like, yeah, don't hold your breath for lobbies, and I'm like, what do you mean? This is a fighting game.
Yeah. That's the other thing, right? The other thing is we talked about this now a couple of times, but it can't hurt to underline this. The rivals, how do you say this? The competition. DOA 6 last round. I mean, yeah, Like it could have been. Imagine, Mike. Imagine. VF. Okay, we are waiting, but okay, it's open book. But DOA. Imagine we had gotten like the just solid fucking definitive version DOA 6. We get adjustments, ballot system, netcode crossplay. Can you imagine? And it comes now, like in a couple of months. Like, can you imagine?
100 people. 100 people.
Yeah, now it's 100 people. But if we get
No.
the
I'm
actual
saying
good
right
version-
now.
Yeah, right now.
I'm saying the best version. Hold on,
Yeah,
listen.
if we get
I
the
will
good
be
version.
one of the 100 people. Listen, I will be one of them. But I'm telling you right now, Fancy, like, it's been moments where DOA came out. It was the best time to come out. They actually do that, Fancy. DOA 6 came out at the best time, bro. That shit did not do the good at all.
Yeah, but because
And I was
it was
surprised.
a dog shit. It was a dog shit product, and for hardcore DOA fans, a dog shit DOA.
Yeah, it didn't
But
even have
DOA
lobbies.
6, the last round, could have changed that. It could have changed at least the product side of it and made the gameplay a little bit better. But they are not even. I mean, think about this. How can you lose when your competition is even worse than you? That is insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I think DOA 6 is not going to push massive numbers, but what DOA 6 could do if they put rollback in the game and we have lobbies is that it can act as an advertisement. So when people see DOA and it's being spoken about in a positive light, and then we're seeing new media for DOA 7, it's like, oh, okay, you know, people will actually have nice things to say about this game. But even them, they're over there going, yeah, we don't know if DOA 6 last round's going to have rollback. I'm like, what year is it? What are these developers doing? It's like they hate their own franchises. Everyone here knows that DOA 6 last round is not going to have a gigantic player base, but it's going to be the stepping stone for a lot of people to DOA 7, whether they're playing it or watching it. And these guys over at Koei Tecmo in their infinite wisdom are like, yeah, we don't know about rollback. Huh? What is going on in Japan? Like, I'm being dead serious now. What is going on over there? I don't understand. We're behaving like Nintendo now, 2 steps back. The online is I feel like I'm back in the Fire Red days, bro. I don't understand what's going on.
No rollback.
No
Like,
rollback
what?
in a fucking
Like,
major fighting
in
game.
a fighting game. In a fucking fighting game, bro.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm
And
just
it's
gonna
not, look, it's not that the DOA 6 netcode is useless. It's not that it's useless. I played with Obelion, but it's not great.
rough.
It's really not great. And this is ideal connection. So under the most ideal connection, shit is not great. So you can imagine what it looks like if it's like anything but that.
Yeah.
So
I'm just gonna read out these super chats just to catch up. Who is Scats? Thank you for the 279. Harada definitely knew things would pan out like this. I wouldn't be surprised, bro. He probably looked at the blueprint. He probably saw where they wanted to take the game, and he said, "Fuck this." Do you know what I'd love? I would love it if Harada showed up on stage for DOA or Virtua Fire, and he went over there and just stuck it to Tekken. That would be provided he had nothing to do with this season. Because if he had anything to do with this season, then I don't want it.
Hey, hold on. Might be cooking, Mike, because didn't his friend pass away?
Itagaki. Oh, you think he might take over the reins for DOA?
Yeah.
As long as he had nothing to do with this debacle, if this was like his final brainchild before he's on his way out, then I don't want it. But if he saw this and he thought this is shit, I'm gonna go somewhere else, then okay, cool. So I don't know. We will find out at some point. KSRD, thank you for the £5. The only way for us to keep Tekken alive is to put pressure on them to PC port Tekken 6 Tag 2 with rollback. The scene is on its last legs, 0 grassroots now. Yeah, man. I mean, even in the video I just released, I said, just give us a fucking collection. Put T6, Tag 2, maybe Tekken 5 in there, and we're good. We'll be on our merry way. Yeah, give it some rollback. Give it some rollback, and we'll be on our way. Like Tag 2's not, it's not a perfect game, but I played it from start to finish. Okay, so I had a good time. It's fun.
Tag 2 is definitely fun for OGs. I would say that it's definitely not meant for any new school.
Yeah, Tag 2 is not casual friendly, but I think because of the damage that Tekken 8 has done to the core community, I think they'd be more willing to try Tag 2 out. and see what it's all about. At the very least, put Tekken 6 in there, because Tekken 6 is not as daunting as Tag 2. But absolutely, they need to do a collection. They're the only one of the major fighting games between Street Fighter, MK, and Tekken. They're the only ones that haven't done one yet, and it's baffling because people are asking for it. Evil Sense, Evil Eye Sense, thank you for the $5, and Tim L Sim, thank you for the $5. So yeah, Tekken 8 being back to casual gaming for me for a while. Waiting for DOA 6 last round, Virtua 6 and DOA 7 by playing other games in my backlog and touching grass. That's what it's all about, man. Just play some other games. There's plenty of games out there. I know that there's a lot of content creators that are worried now because Tekken viewership might fall off and their channels might fall off. But I hear what Blackheart was saying. But I think I don't know if C4's still in the call.
Yeah, I'm still there.
Yeah, I think what you were saying.
Big beans, man.
I think if Tekken content creators are worried about their channels, it's now's the best time to pivot and do something else that they enjoy. Because if you just sit around waiting, you're gonna fall into that hole a little bit more of all I can do is Tekken. I don't think you want to be there.
Is that how it works? Like usually, if you're like, I mean, I guess it is for everyone, but at least when it comes to like Tekken, you are still like at least a fighting game kind of guy, right? So I can do like at least like I can do Tekken 6. I can do other fighting games, bro. C4. You remember we did Street Fighter Cross Tekken with fucking with gems.
You're not a Tekken streamer.
Well, no, but if you're like an actual streamer, where if you have the size where this is an actual impact to your livelihood, if you are even at that size, you should be big enough that you are like people watch you because of your personality, not because of what video game you play. I know it's not always like this, blah blah blah, but I mean to a certain degree, right?
I think most streamers are like that, yeah. But I don't watch Mayman, but people say when Mayman doesn't stream Tekken, the numbers are like very different.
Yeah, the numbers are much lower.
And I don't know if that's the same for like VDX. I don't watch VDX. I know he had a kind of did he play 2X? No, he played Street Fighter for a little bit, right?
Yeah. No, Street Fighter was good, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe most fighting game dudes are just fucking. I mean, look. I think it's not me that is saying this, but didn't Brian F once say that? That is not what he said. That's what I'm paraphrasing. But then he once say like fighting game players are just basically unlikable autists. Yeah, you're like I'm not watching that guy. If you know what I mean.
Most people don't have personalities. Yeah, they're like button monkeys. Like they place high in the tournament, and then they think because they're good players, people tune in. But people won't. I don't think people tune in to streams to watch good players anymore. They'll just look for VODs.
Yeah,
they'll find Yoga Flame and then type in that player's name. For a stream, I think they need a personality.
C4's 100% right. I think the just chatting side of streaming and the IRL streaming changed that a lot as well. I don't think people realize how much of an influence that had on like the streaming like world in general. But I don't watch people for how good they on the games anymore. I watch them because I find them entertaining. So someone like Finn, it doesn't matter what game you're playing because I'm not really there to watch the game. I'm there to listen to Finn T. But there's some people that they don't really talk much when they're playing the game, or they only talk when it's like numbers and talking about frame data, and then that's when they get sort of married to that particular thing. I think it's very important to like I said, build a rapport with your community, do other things, have a laugh and a joke, be sociable, so that when shit like this happens, I'm okay. I'm gonna do something else. I mean, I was doing something else anyway. I really wanted this game to get to a point where it's booming again, because that's just going to be better for all of us. Imagine if we had a Street Fighter 6 situation where the numbers were booming. It would be crazy good for all of us and the community. But unfortunately, right now, our favorite fighting game is in the dumps. My other favorite fighting game is in between Paramount and Netflix. I don't even know what's going on over there. And Soul Calibur's dead in the water. So you kind of just got to make do. You know, we don't have much of a choice.
Also, I mean, this is not also... okay, maybe I should also... sorry, I speak like a retard sometimes if I'm not...
Brian F was right.
Yeah, Brian F. Look, point is, it's also... I'm in different shoes, right? Because this is not my job. Like, if this was my actual job, like, if I was... whatever a Tekken content creator, and that was my actual job, I would probably also feel differently about this. But I don't give a fuck. Like that's why I stream like Street Fighter Cross Tekken, because it was hella fucking fun. With Gemmas, with C4, the fucking co-op mode with Defi, like that shit is fucking fun.
Yeah. But we don't rely on this. We don't make like obviously like we all make money on YouTube, but we all work full time. Like we have other things going on. So I mean the positive of that is that I don't need to lie to these guys. If maybe I might say stuff that is like overly negative, or maybe I see things in a negative light, but at least you know I'm not lying. And B, if I want to do something, I can just do it. I'm not reliant on Tekken to be like, oh, my numbers are gonna drop. I should just play this game, because then it's not fun anymore. Now I'm just forcing myself to play a game. I might as well just go and get a proper 9 to 5. You know, so
yeah.
I don't know. But C4 was asking me earlier, so are you gonna play Street Fighter 6? Because I said I was gonna pick up Alex. A character's personality is very, very important to me. I won't play them if I don't like their personality. And my man got his cousin pregnant, so I'll stick to Bison. Huh?
You got the cousin pregnant. Yo, is that in the story?
That's in, bro. There's pictures.
Yeah, it's in the video I put up. I added it into the Tekken video I put up today. Yeah, he got his cousin pregnant, man. Like, the thing is, Alex is playing a heel, but he's not really a heel. He's a good guy. But if Bison did something like that, you're like, well, Bison's a scumbag. You kind of expect that. But Alex, I was like, yeah, I don't want to play a hero that did that. That's fucking weird. So I was like, yeah, I'll stick to Bison. And I am going to reinstall Street Fighter 6. I am thinking about jumping back into it. Because he is a lot of fun to play. But yeah, as for me playing Tekken 8 in my own time, like in my spare time, the way I've been playing Pokemon and Dead or Alive, that's definitely not happening. Definitely not. I will not be chasing God of Destruction for the foreseeable future. Maybe if there's a season 4 and it's like super hype and like we're like, oh, we get now. Do you know what? I'm not gonna get duped again by these guys. They're not gonna do me like that again. I can't have C4 laughing at me again over this.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at you. Yeah, you should have jumped at.
This guy, what time did you text me? You text me at like 8 in the morning saying, hey, how do you feel about Tekken? I was just like, excuse me?
I just perused Twitter, saw Blackheart's video, and that was enough. It was enough for me to know that nobody's liking it. I took my victory lap before I went to work. And then I did feel sorry for Blackheart, because like I said, I think he's a wasted potential to think that he can only stream Tekken and get viewers. And I think it's more, well, it doesn't happen often in other games, other fighting games. Like people like Lord Knight, he plays fucking everything. At the moment he's playing Strive, but he can boot up any game and people will watch him. Yeah. And he's like a knowledge-based person. And Blackheart knows a lot about this game. I don't know why he can't transfer that to other. He can learn another game, 100%.
Yeah,
he can easily learn another game.
I think he's just worried because a lot of the time, what you're saying is true, but there is also the reality that a lot of the time people's viewership falls off. So someone like Lord Knight, I would say, is a bit of an outlier, especially in the fighting game scene where it's very niche. Most of the time, what I've observed on YouTube is that if you are like a Mortal Kombat streamer, but then you go and do something else, like Sikander's a good example of this. Sikander gets good numbers whatever game he plays, but there is a noticeable difference from Mortal Kombat to when he's playing like Call of Duty or Fortnite. The numbers are not the same. Like if you go into his streams by the end of the viewership are averaging like 15 to 20,000 views, which is really good. But then if you look at something where he's not playing Mortal Kombat, way lower. So I think that's where the fear comes from, when Blackheart in his mind is that I've invested so much time into this franchise and now I'm just going to put it down and do something else. I get it. I understand where he's coming from, but ultimately I think I agree with you where it's like you just got to take the risk.
Yeah, I mean, it happened a little bit with me when Dragon Ball was dying off, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to commentate. I don't really like anything. Like the games that are out, I like Strive, but I'm not into Strive as much as I was Dragon Ball. So I was like, maybe I need to just commentate anything. So I did a little bit of Street Fighter, then I stopped. So I was like, my heart's not in it. I'd rather not be heard than talk about something I don't really care about.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of get that.
Yeah. Well, I think he'll be okay because, like you said, he's funny. Like I would just watch Black Heart just because. So
Yeah.
I think he'll be okay. Zaytrix, thank you for the $5. Tekken is building a similar business plan to Call of Duty. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Call of Duty's fucking. I can't stand Call of Duty now. Absolutely hate it. A new Battlefield game was good though. Mr. Jamie, thank you for the $5. Mike, trading Tekken 8 for Pokemon is me trading Tekken 8 for Sonic Rumble Party. Your boy's trying to get back in the global leaderboards of Shadow Baby. What's Tekken Rumble Party? Sorry, Sonic Rumble Party. I don't think I've heard of that before.
I don't think I've heard of it either.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before.
You know what I also think is like a factor, and I think this is something people need to be also honest about. I think why people don't put the game down is because Michael Murray was ultimately right, and in the statement that he said, where he said we designed the game very aggressive and brain deadly, and he said this is such a cynical statement, but he said because it guarantees a degree of fun. You remember that? That's a quote from him from the Season 2 Evo talk. We designed the game very aggressively and crazy and brain dead because, and this is now a quote word for word, because it sorry, I'm a fucking idiot. It guarantees a degree of fun. Because I have to be honest, yeah, there is a degree of fun, but it's like, because, you know, I've deinstalled games where there was nothing wrong with the game, I just didn't have fun. You know, I immediately deinstalled games I've bought for full price. I was just, I'm not, like, I just don't enjoy myself.
Yeah.
I just fucking don't enjoy myself. Everything was good. Game was good. Performance is good. Everything's good. I just don't enjoy myself. So I think ultimately there's something to what he was saying. But it's not about, you know, there was once a time where it wasn't about that word like fun, aggression, player engagement, or whatever they use. There was once a time where that wasn't the priority because, I mean, I quoted this, but there's this interview from Harada in Tech 2, where Murray is already the translator, by the way, where he says, people buy our game and our game is popular because it is designed competitively. He literally said this. Like he said, our game is popular and survives in the arcades because it is balanced competitively. The competitive balance of our game is a quality, a very big quality.
Yeah.
That was Tech 2. And
times have changed, boy.
Times have changed, but the problem is, we know what happened with Tech 2, right? But again, I don't want to I don't want to open this can of worms because people have all kinds of different theories of why this game sold only, what was it, 2 million and was like 200,000 copies behind. Oh, it's also funny. The game wasn't that much of a flop, right? I mentioned this, Mike, yeah? The game only sold like 200,000 copies behind what was projected. But that was enough for Namco Bandai, as they are cutthroat, to immediately say, fuck, cut support. So the game wasn't that much of a flop, but just, yeah.
Tag 2 is a sad case because it's genuinely an amazing product. They really, and they gave us a bunch of free characters as well. Do you remember? Like, they updated it.
Oh, everything was free.
Yeah, everything was free in the game. Like, listen, I don't mind paying for a character. I understand that to design a whole character, there's a lot of work that goes into that. But it has to be said, Tag 2 gave you how many free characters? It was like 8 to 10 of them.
Yeah, it was like 8, like all the clones, and not only the clones. It was also like. It was unknown. I think there were multiple DLC characters that were all free. All the stages were free. Yep. Everything. Everything was free. And that's on Harada. Well. That was on Harada. He said he said in an interview, even though he wasn't the director of that project, he said he doesn't believe in selling integral parts of a fighting game.
Yeah.
And that includes characters and stages. That's on Harada, and obviously it is very unfortunate because if Tech 2. For me, it's because the game just launched at a very, very bad time. It was the end of that console generation. No one cared about this anymore. Chad the Third said, "I already had a Tekken at home. Why would I buy a Tekken without story mode?" Yeah, I think that's the main reason. But if that game would have, if that game would have really performed, we could have completely different age for Tekken.
Yeah.
Even Tekken 7, like completely different product.
It had that really cool feature that it could only have on the PS3, where you could put your own music into the game.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
amazing. I had DMX on my stages and stuff. It was so much fun.
My character select was Blade Bloodwave. The
Yeah.
Bloodwave club song.
I had so much Wu-Tang. I had Cream on one of my stages. I had this remix that Master Illa did of 36 Chamber. It was so sick. I know that's obviously the PS3 more than Tag 2. PS3 let you play music in games and stuff, but it was actually really sick. I really enjoyed that. I know people saying you had to pay for music, but I didn't really care because I could put my music on there, so it was whatever.
I was going to ask, Finn, was you here when Lazarus was on podcast?
When yesterday?
No, it was was it last week? When we was talking about the whole FG fighting game, like being broke, basically. Why fighting games don't make money and whatnot.
I think no. Why?
Because he basically proposed something that goes to what you said about what Michael Murray said. Because I think what he said is just inherently true. Because he was basically saying games for casual people aren't fun because there's not enough RNG in them. For the most part. That was kind of like a summary, but that's what he said. And what you said that Michael Murray said, there's a little bit of small print. To make aggression fun, you have to take away consistency. That's what makes a game fun.
Yeah.
When you take away someone consistently being able to beat you, the game is more fun because there's a variation on who wins. Mm-hmm. And I think when I was listening to you go over the changes, everything sounded more like you can't consistently do the punish anymore, or you can't consistently deal with this anymore. There's one thing you can deal with, but that's one move out of like 50. Now it is that you just don't do that move, but you still got to deal with this move that has crazy tracking or crazy plus frames. I think with Strive, they did the same thing on defense. So their inconsistency is backdash, because backdash is in that game. In any other fighting game, you would say is broken. Hella broken. They're like 20 to, depending on the character, they could be between like 20 to 30 frames invol. Just straight invol. In Street Fighter, it was only throw invol. In most games, it's only throw invol. In Strive, it's strike and throw.
Yeah, this is.
So you can mash backdash in strings and make a move with. That's where the fun comes in, because you can randomly insta-block something by mistake because you're mashing back and then backdash the next move.
Yeah.
So they've done it with defense, where Tekken have done it with offense.
Yeah, it's, but most people don't want to hear it because fighting game players are inherently like way too deep in, right? They're like way too deep in. They literally don't even believe in this possible reality you have just proposed, because they are like just way too deep in. But there's a very simple example when it comes to like RNG. Man, people are addicted to gambling, like literally slot machines. Like this is a whole fucking worldwide global industry. Like it shouldn't surprise people that there is something to this, to the RPS, right? In this case, like forcing the RPS in a very simple way. Like Tekken reduced this RPS scenario to very, very. This is what people in Tekken call force interaction, right? Something like one of the best examples is June's Miare 1+2. It's a range 3 something homing mid that is plus on block. So what do you do against that? Well, not much. And if you block it, you're in an RPS immediately. And usually the RPS of Tekken was designed around movement, dashing, timing. But you needed to learn this. This is not easy, because there you need everything needs to be combined. The knowledge needs to be combined. Your movement techniques everything combines in this beautiful dance, right? And they perverted that now and condensed it into just do this move, boom, and you're in the RPS. You go. That's what they did.
Yeah. Like this is what I'm like. It's hard to talk about it because obviously I don't play the game and everyone thinks I'm memeing. But the changes make sense. When I look at a game, there's 3 factors. There's player 1, player 2, and spectators. If a game's overly aggressive, 2 out of the 3 people are excited. The spectators are excited. The person putting you in the 50-50 is happy. There's only one person who's upset. It's the person on defense.
Not a good
So
balance.
it makes sense. It's a good money balance because you're catering to the majority. But this is what I mean. When I say
it is.
Yeah, exactly. When you
For
have
them it
defensive
is.
games, the spectators are bored. So you've got two people that are upset. The person who's winning, who's got a life lead, they're happy because they're not going to lose. The person chasing is going to be frustrated. We've seen this in arena fighters, and the spectators are mad. Hence why in arena fighters you get stages banned because they don't want to see people running away.
Yeah. The thing is though that no one who is listening right now will say you have a point because they all are fighting game guys, meaning their friends list and every guy and girl on the Discord they interact with is also a fucking hardcore fighting game player.
Yeah.
Meaning they are in. This is like you can't even have a bigger fucking more stronger bubble, and that is why like it's people always say nah you're wrong. People don't like this. People want to see backdashing and sick neutral and sick execution because what? Because why? Because you can value it because you know what you're watching. Like, you know, this small thing he just did, the small connect was like mega sick and mad difficult. But that's not the majority. And I still believe that I still fully believe there's a way better balance to this. Because the Heat video that I did, I think I had people that called me a fucking doomer and they like Heat, tell me under that video, honestly, I think this would be more fun if it is like that. I think this would be way more fun. And very simple changes. I still believe there's a way better balance that can be achieved between those two interests. I think there's a way better balance that can be achieved.
I agree. I think the problem is, I would say that they try the defensive stuff in other games. I think they tried it in Injustice with the clash system. Oh, that's the wager system.
Yeah.
Even though it's not really 50-50, but you have to wager. You can just stop a combo, and it's a defensive, like, who's going to win? Who's going to bet more bar than the other, blah, blah, blah. And with Soul Calibur, when they did that whole literally the RPS.
Yeah, literally.
I don't know what it was called. Yeah, so they've done it on defense, and most people don't like it. Most people don't like it. I don't know if it's casuals, though, but I know players don't like it. But I think Dev's got the wrong perspective. I think players didn't like it because it stops the flow of the game. It's a hard, moment in the match. Not that the concept is good. The concept of all those things are good. But, well, I think it's good. Some people don't like combo breakers. I don't think it kind of depends on the game. But yeah, most people don't like the flow of the game being stopped. That's why people hate wall break and Tokon and Strive. It's like, what are you doing? You're killing the motion of the game. But I think you can make defensive mechanics quote unquote RNG. Like Gilwigi did it with insta blocking. So you can have good execution and get the insta block consistently, or you can mash and get it accidentally. I think everyone wins that way.
And that is where 3D games are a bit weird, right? Because my main defensive mechanic is the movement. It's a whole I don't want to call it ecosystem. I don't know what the right word is because it's difficult. It is because not only do you need to press buttons into directions, you need to combine this with sometimes extremely detailed knowledge. And that is the main defensive mechanic. So how about we try to eliminate this as best as we can with power crushes, with homing options. And that is exactly what they have done with Tekken 8. And also, how do we reduce knowledge without shrinking move lists? Well, what do? We make everyone's stance rush down. Because as soon as that guy does anything that goes into stance, the move list suddenly becomes only, at most 10 options wide? So we, in the moment, reduce the move list. We reduce the options that the player needs to be aware of. And it's an immediate RPS situation. Completely compact and concentrated. And I see the design. Like, I see what they wanted to do. And, I can understand it. I do get it from, like, a company's perspective. The game was big budget, needs to make money. We need to play the probabilities here. But I still think, like, holy fuck, they could have... they went so hard on that it's almost scary. Like, it's almost scary how confident they were in their approach.
I honestly
is scary to me.
I think they took that from 2D games. Because in 2D games, that's just called canned mix. And we've been getting way more canned mix. It's like you do a wrecker. So it's not a stance, but it's the same concept. You go into a stance, and like you said, you've got 4 or 5 options. There's always a variation. One's a low, and then the other's like a grab, or one's a overhead and one's a mid, or whatever.
Yeah.
And mix is the same. Like Wolverine's gonna have it in Tokon. He does one move. You see that move, and then you know you have to block 2 different options. And I like those characters. I played Leo. Leo in Strive is a can mix character. He's just a wrecker character. He's got same side and cross up after the first wrecker. I like it because when I hit you, I know I outsmarted you. Because you know my options. There's no surprise Pikachu here. Like, you know the 2 things I can do from this move. And if I hit you, that means I conditioned you. But I think for casual players, it gives them like a feeling of autonomy in the match. And I think Tekken saw that. And they saw it succeeded with games like Strive and Dragon Ball. So what they did is we don't have wreckers in Tekken, but we can go to stances. And it will do the same, it accomplishes the same goal. You see a stance, and then you don't have to remember 50 moves, you just have to remember 5. So yeah, I think they stole that from 2D games, personally.
Yeah.
Makes sense what you're saying. Let me just read out these super chats real quick. Duke Reynolds, thank you for the $5. Eris was the smartest person dropping this game in Tekken 7 and becoming a variety streamer. Yeah, Eris made the right move. I think I watched Eris and I saw what he did and I was like, yeah, that was smart of him. That's why we do variety gator. It's mostly fighting games on this channel, but we do loads of them, so. And I tried to make my channel more about the community rather than the game, so that you can kind of just do whatever with the channel at that point. And it's more interesting that way. It's more engaging. It's much more chaotic, which, you know, you can produce some good content from that just because you never really know what's going to happen. If it was just centered around Tekken, man, I'd be in Blackheart's position right now. I'd be like, holy shit, what are we doing? I'd feel bad for him. Breaks Kid, thank you for the $20, bro. Appreciate you. I know the main man is not popular here right now, understandably, but he just put out a great based video. Haven't seen him be real in a while. Oh, really?
I'm a mainman glazer always. I hate when they do mainman as a shill and shit. I fucking hate that shit. Because I give you the very short version. Sorry, Mike, I didn't want to interrupt you, but I need to get this off my chest. People always do this like, oh, mainman is a shill, mainman is a shield. And they say, Eris nice, Eris based. And Eris literally was sponsored to play Clive on stream. Like he's literally a Namco Bandai employee.
Didn't he rip into the character on stream though?
Doesn't matter. Like
I don't think that
like,
makes
you're
sense, but that's not what show is though.
No, that is like okay. I didn't say he is a shit. I said people call Mayman a shit, and they don't even know that Eris was literally paid by Namco Bandai and took that offer.
Yeah,
but they say Mayman is a shill, which is someone who's paid behind the scenes without you knowing that's what an actual shill is, without any evidence. Like that's always so crazy to me.
I actually don't agree with that. I don't think you have to be paid to be a shill.
That's the official definition. So then we need to use a different word, because then we are using words that are on purpose way more dramatic for what we're actually saying than we are dishonest.
Fair enough. Maybe a better way to phrase it is a kiss ass.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I'm not saying that main man is, by the way. I'm just saying that, like.
But a lot of people say that, and I'm like, I don't really get it. Like, season 2 comes out, 1 week later, he makes a video, says the patch is fucking bad, and you shouldn't have heat regeneration, also not on Kazuya. Can you please nerf down 1+2? Can we not have that shit? Can we please get the tracking out of my demon paw? And I'm like, I don't really see the problem. Like, I don't get it. And like. This always annoys me about this whole thing, because if anything, right, if you believe Mainman developed, somehow had input on the development of this game, okay, then we have something to talk about. But if you don't believe that, well, what did Mainman say before Tekken 8 came out? Years before that Tekken 7 killed fucking movement, and they should bring this back. So I'm like, people now point at this and say, oh, it seems he has slightly changed his opinion on that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you can have an issue with that. But if anything, Mainman tried to prevent Tekken 8 with his videos back then.
Well,
like, sure as shit, he's not the reason Tekken 8 looks like it does.
I'm not blaming him for the way Tekken 8 is the way it is, but I don't know if he's changed his...
Not you.
I don't know if he's changed his stance, but when I saw him earlier on stream, he was saying that the patch was really good. Now, obviously, judging by the thumbnail
That-
I just saw, he obviously doesn't believe that anymore. So
Look, this is exactly what.
I'm guessing.
Sorry.
I'm guessing that he probably read through everything, got to the end of it, and got exhausted
Exactly.
by the amount of bullshit. But when it was at the beginning, do you know what?
Yeah, but
he shouldn't have answered the question. That's the problem. Like, I don't think you
Yeah,
should answer a question when you don't really know everything yet, because you know people are gonna clip you.
Yes, but you should also But you should also not do what they did, where they do a 20-second clip and say Mayman is glazing the patch. I can't believe it. That is like you can also not do that.
Well, I mean, taking that clip doesn't change what he actually said at the beginning. Because at the beginning of the stream, he did say it was a very good patch.
Okay, but I said when I only was at Anna, you could do the same thing with me. When you go to my video and you just clip like where I say like, oh yeah, Anna, that's a good change, that's a good change, that's a good change. You can make it look like I glazed the patch. You can actually do that.
But you saying that's a good change is not saying is not you saying the patch is good.
No, but I mean at this point, I think it's kind of still also a responsibility to kind of say, hey, he's not yet at the end. Like, I mean, I don't know. Yes, he shouldn't. Okay, look. Yes, he shouldn't have like directly said that. What did he say? Like overwhelmingly positive or something? But
Yeah.
come on, we are a community. Like you know that. Like, you know, there needs to be an evaluation here. There needs to be a waiting period here. I think you can be in a community. We can be that. What's the word? Cordial.
Should we watch his video? Should we see what he's saying? Do you guys want to watch it?
I'm down.
Yeah, why not?
I've got one question real quick. Which one do you think's worse? A content creator that's getting paid under the table, so you don't know, and is saying the game or a character is bad, or the person who you know is getting paid and they're just glazing?
The one getting paid on the table. It's better to know the devil than the devil you do than the devil you don't, right? I would rather know that you're getting paid under the table, and you know, I'd rather know that you're getting paid up front than you getting paid under the table. Because if you're getting paid under the table, then I literally don't know if you're talking shit to me. So yeah,
Okay, so it's not the message, it's the motivation. That's the problem. More the problem. So it doesn't matter that they're saying the thing or the product is bad, is that they're getting paid and you don't know that they're getting paid to even, because they're still slyly promoting, they're putting it in people's vision, right? Even if they're not saying it's good, they're still putting it out there in the
both is bad. Like both is bad, but I'd rather know that. At least if I know, I won't come to your channel, because I'm like, even if I like this guy, I can't take him seriously because I know he's being paid. So at least then I have an informed decision to make. But if you don't tell me, and you're getting paid under the table, and I'm coming to your channel under the impression that you're actually providing me with some legit information, I'm gonna dislike that more. But they're both still bad.
So do you agree, Finn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think I agree.
All right, let's Oh, sorry, go on.
Mike, how do you want to do it? Can you, if you probably want to pause the video, maybe sometimes is that possible? Can you stream this?
Yeah, I can
to the
share it
Discord,
to you.
and I
I
can
think. Can you see it?
Sick.
Okay. Then I need to quickly. One moment, please. I need
No
to capture
problem.
this.
Breaks Kid, thank you for the $10. Watch, please. Yeah, we'll watch it. I've let that shit that happened between me and Mayman, I've let it go now. I was annoyed in the moment, but it's fine. We'll evaluate this fairly.
I think this should still work. Could you do me a favor? Could you quickly click on play and I see if I get the sound?
Yeah.
We have a bipolar devs who they'll do something.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, works. I think the chat, also my chat should hear it. Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna take a quick piss break, Mike. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you go on. I see everything.
No, it's fine. We'll wait for you to come back. Someone said once you shill for the company for whatever reason, you are compromised. Yeah, you're not wrong. Look, I've told people openly there was a time where Warner Brothers would allow me to go and play their stuff early, but I was always honest, and that's why I never got invited back. I was always honest with them. I remember when I played Injustice 2 for the first time and I turned to Foxy and I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? I was so annoyed. I was so disappointed in the game and how I hated how it felt and how it looked and everything at the time. I think I grew to like Injustice 2 a little bit more, but at the time maybe it wasn't smart to just say it out loud. That's probably why I didn't get invited back. Probably should have said it in the better way. But I've had relationships with developers and companies before. I still do. There's a couple companies and developers that I'm still cool with, but they know full well that if I don't like the game, I won't come on here and say mad shit about it. I won't talk in a crazy way. But if they said to me, "Can you review our game?" they're gonna get an honest review. That might be the last copy I get, but you'll be able to see it on my face as well. If I play a game and I don't like it, I find it hard to fake it. If I ever do start advertising a game, I'll wink into the camera 3 times, and you guys know that I'm getting the bag. That's your cue to click off the video. I've already been paid. What's this Yaya video you sent me?
Oh shit! Yeah, I was gonna say if you want to watch it, I think he's Yaya.
Is he taking the piss?
Yeah, he's rage baiting a little bit. He's trying to do who does the videos like that? Is it Mike Keith? He tries to do like a whole skit about it.
Let me see. Let me oh, my camera froze on there. Let me bring it up on the screen. Hold on. Is it a short? Yeah, it's a short.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Yeah. What are we doing, bro?
Ooh, Tekken 8 Season 3 about to be fire! Bro, they gave us Kunimitsu, Bob, and Rogers back. That's a left field pick, even if you don't like his ass. Bro, they said back to basics. Why are you tripping? The game's gonna be good in Season 3 now. Bro, you was not playing Tekken 8 Season 3. They're just clickbaiting y'all with back to basics. It's gonna get more dumb. They're probably gonna take out heat engagers and make heat smashes not splat off the wall. And they might take out all the broken moves in Season 3. That's not hype? That's not hype to you? Alright, man, now don't switch up when Season 3 become the best fighter game. Don't switch up.
One eternity later.
Hello, we have patch note for you today.
PDX did not just do that.
Have you not seen that?
That is hilarious. What the hell? I suppose he could get away with it.
Yeah, he's allowed to. He's allowed to.
Oh man, I need to run that back.
Hello, we have patch note for you today.
God damn it! Same shit, different day. Telling you. Well, I know what that means. Time to play some Deadlock.
I ain't playing no fucking. What is Deadlock?
You ain't gonna like it.
It's hard to explain.
Deadlock.
It's a MOBA shooter.
Okay, I don't need to check it out. Fine.
Yeah.
Let's move on. All right, are you, Finn, you ready to watch this video?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And here we have a bipolar devs who will do something magical to one character and fix them, and then they'll just take a shit on another character, destroy that character's identity, make the character hilariously OP, and you just don't understand what they're doing. It could be by far the best Tekken game ever made. Everything is there for it to so easily claim the throne and the crown, but for some reason, there's going to be some person or a couple of people who have to insist on the dumbest shit imaginable.
Yeah, I don't agree that it's the crown for greatest Tekken game is right there with this one. I just don't think it's possible with Heat being in the game. That's just not even on my radar.
You can adjust it.
No,
heavily.
There's no amount of adjusting that will make me prefer, okay, it's still better to not have it in the game. Like, you can make it better and you can make it way more nuanced and way more interactive, but any Tekken game without Heat is a Tekken game I'd rather play. Any version of Tekken 8, sorry, is a Tekken I'd rather play. All this powered up nonsense, I don't like it. But that's just me personally. Obviously, people don't have to agree.
What's up, guys? Main man Sui here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always. Today we got Season 3. I spent 6 hours on my stream today just reading the patch notes. It started off really well, but it turned on a dime. I'm so sorry to say that. I feel like we all deserved a really nice patch here, having played the Abysmal Season 2, which was a train wreck. They did some patches after Season 2 to make the game better, but I think we all agree Season 2 was really dog shit in many ways. And then we waited 9 months. We were super patient.
Shimblade, you hear that? You heard me, Shimblade? Even main man said it's dog shit. I know you're still in the call. Don't go silent now.
To be sad. We waited 9 months and they barely said anything during that time. They didn't change anything with the game, the core mechanics or the characters, because they said it's gonna hurt the competitive integrity of the game. That's funny because with Dota and Valve, you know, they patch Dota mid-tournament. They don't give a shit. And I think that's the way to go about it. And especially with this game, you know, when it was in such a bad state, and then all the pro players were like, please, please send us patch notes our way, because, you know, the top 10, 15 characters, it's a joke. It's a joke. We're begging for a patch. But due to competitive integrity, we can't do anything. And for 9 months, you almost say nothing. And then, yeah, unfortunately,
that's very important to bring up, by the way, because this entire game was made with the spectator in mind, right? They kept on talking about the spectator, aggressive this, aggressive that, but then they won't patch the game because of competitive integrity. Doesn't that sound like the philosophy is at odds?
It's, look, we will, yeah, of course, we will never know the true reason why they didn't patch it, because that was not the true reason. I don't know if it was understaffed, if they didn't have a vision, if they actually fired the old balance team, or if that was just a mild, well, not really. We will never know it. But obviously it's a lie, because if they cared about competitive integrity objectively, they would ban DLC characters for 2 months when they come out for tournament. They don't do that.
Do they not do that in Tekken?
Clear lie. Huh?
Do they not do that in Tekken?
No, why would they don't do this in any game? In Capcom, they are banned for like what, 10 days?
2 weeks.
10 days, I think. That's the official rule from Capcom Cup.
Oh, Capcom.
10 days.
I'm trying
for us, it's like 1 week or something. If it's like, and I think it's up to the tournament organizer. I think it's 1 week.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a rule. It's up to the tournament organizer. As far as I know, every single DLC character that it was banned by the TOs. I think not by Namco Bandai.
Right. So they can, in theory, a character can come out tonight and be in the tournament tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, that's mad. Of all the games, that's the most insane for Tekken as well. Because of
I agree that.
Yeah, because of how many fucking moves are in this game, and you've got a brand new character and they let it rock. That's madness. But anyway,
doesn't sound like they actually care about competitive integrity, huh?
No, it doesn't make any sense. Right? You make this game more casual. You make it more streamlined. You make it more homogenized. You talk about making a game for the spectator. You talk about making a game that is more casual friendly and more aggressive. And then you're like, we're not going to patch the game because of tournaments. What? Like, at least tell a lie that is believable, Bandai Namco or Tekken team. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. If the game was made for casuals, then continuously patch the game, because that is what casuals would like. I would like that at this point. But now we have to sit around whilst tournament players are playing.
I mean, remember Leroy Smith, launch Leroy Smith? That character was so clearly overpowered as fuck on purpose. And they could have banned him. It was obvious.
Mm-hmm.
And this happened rarely, but it did happen, where characters actually got banned for a tournament. It happened. And they could have banned him for EVO Japan. They didn't give a rat's ass. They wanted to sell that motherfucker.
Yep.
So, yeah, they don't, yeah, obvious.
Fortunately, we have Season 3 here, and it's just like, it's very disappointing. Because to me, after 9 months, you must have cooked some real good shit, right? Surely you must have been at work for 9 months. But it just comes off as cheap, this patch. It just comes off as cheap. It just rubs you the wrong way when they didn't do PR on this patch. There were no Tekken Talk Live. There's no face of a company anymore. You don't really hear anything. Then you get a trailer on Tekken World Tour, back to basics. Yeah, great. You know, back to basics. So someone's a troll at the company, that's for sure. Season 2, defensive patch. Season 3, back to basics. Yeah, I don't know. It's just shitty. So that's not to say that there aren't great things in this patch. I'm gonna show you them. There are some really good things, but there's just so much abysmal shit. Unfortunately, I wish that wasn't the case. And I'm yet again reminded of the analogy I gave you guys with Season 2, and I gave you my honest thoughts on that patch. And it's like, it feels like, you know, there's a forest burning or a house is burning, and 2 firefighters show up. One's pouring water on the fire, and one's pouring gasoline on the fire. That's the exact same thing I got reading the patch notes today.
The problem here is he is right. Like there is good shit. There is good shit. But the problem is, I said in my video as well, how can I be excited about the good shit when it's literally just, you know, a water bottle in a forest fire? Like, yeah, Anna lost almost every single of her like overpowered counter hit properties, but it's like that. Yes. But that doesn't address the core of the game that should have gone back to basics. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No, but he's right when he says that there's a troll at the company. There's someone that is getting a kick out of watching everyone scramble.
And who looks the most like a troll?
Who looks the most like a troll?
Aesthetically, yeah.
Michael Murray looks the most like a troll.
Yes.
He looks like Michael Murray. I'll say this. And this is just I'm going off vibes here, okay? So obviously it's not factual. But when I look at Michael Murray, unlike Harada and Nakatsu, when I look at Michael Murray, when I look him in the eyes through a monitor,
I see an ugly woman.
I wasn't gonna say that, but
Fuck it, that was good.
I wasn't gonna.
You was
say
gonna
that.
say that?
I was not gonna say that. I was gonna say that I see malice in his eyes. Like I see someone that does not like us at all. Like I think that Michael Murray hates the Tekken community, or at least hates the online community. When I look at Michael Murray when he comes out on stage, I look at a man, and I look at this man. I think to myself, if he could get away with it, he'd probably break my nose or some shit like that. Like, that's the vibe I get from him. When I see Harada, I'm like, you know, I always feel bad when I aim my anger at Harada, because he just seems like such a nice guy, and he genuinely seems like he wanted what was best for us. It's just it was out of his hands. But I don't get that vibe when I look at Michael Murray. When I look at Michael Murray, I think to myself, this guy would definitely break my kneecaps if he had the chance.
And you know since when? Since Harada left responsibility with Tekken in 2019, shortly after that, in that period, we got Season 3. Now, Season 3 was obviously cooked up by Michael Murray himself. We will never know if that is 100% true, but you can trust me on that. And one of the core changes of that shit was like homing hell sweeps and stuff. So people cooked this shit ultra hard, right? And and people took that personally. You know, remember the famous tweet, right? Why would you walk hell sweeps if you can just gamble on it and block it? And
career defining.
This is a career defining. And people, the Tekken community, us, we made sure that he never forgets that he tweeted that. Never, ever in his life. So, he dislikes the sweats. He dislikes the competitive community, definitely.
Yeah, when he tweeted that, I remember seeing the tweet and I was like, nah, it's just it's like he must be drunk, or it's a typo, or something's gone wrong here, like he's trolling. There's no way he said that. But he meant it. And I think you're right, ever since that day, because of the way the community has sort of memed on him, and I get it, like you get memed on by hundreds of thousands of people, you're going to turn bitter. But whenever I see him on stage, I don't get the feeling that, you know, this is a game and it's meant to be fun. I get the feeling like this guy, maybe he wants to destroy Tekken from the inside out. Maybe this is all his vision. Maybe this was his vision. I don't know. We're just speculating. Kenjaman, thank you for the $4.99. Murray hates the Tekken community just as much as the community hates him. Now Harada can't rein him in. Maybe it might be that now there's no, like, you know when Brody had the limiters on his head and on his neck, and you take them off and you just go berserk. Maybe that's what we got now. We got Ultra Murray. Breaks Kid, thank you for the $5. Remember Nakatsu said he will personally look at each patch note before release. He is the true rat in the system. They're past evidence if you look. Yeah, Nakatsu's not off the hook at all. Nakatsu's not off the hook at all. Isn't he in charge? Like, he's the one actually in charge, right?
Yes, and he's also the one, and this is what kind of troubles me, or like where I'm like, I don't know what's going on. He's also the one, maybe he doesn't, he wanted to do maybe things 100% differently because he is the one who created Tech Tournament 2. It was not Harada. Harada said this in multiple interviews. So he knows what movement is. He made the movement game. So this is like, maybe he was that burned where, Tech Tournament nearly cost me my career at the company because it was on him, not on Harada. He said this, that, he did things now 100%, completely opposite.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's a shame because he obviously knows what we want, but he's just gone in the opposite direction. Do you guys want to watch this whole video? Because he goes into a breakdown on Jin, Brian, Anna, the chip damage in the game. He there's a final thoughts section, but do you guys want to watch the whole thing, or do you want to watch?
We can do the final thoughts and leave the rest for the people because we want to get the general gist, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First, it started so well, but then after a while, after a certain amount of pages, it just turned on a fucking dime. I was in shock at certain things I read, and certain things just made me laugh out loud. It was so outlandishly stupid. And I was just wondering, like, is there a clear vision at Tekken Studios? They must be so confused. I can't for 1 second believe that there's one guy who thinks this should happen on a systematic level and this should happen to this character, but this character we should do this, and it's just like there's no consistency on anything. It's just all over the place. So dumbfounded. I'm very disappointed. We waited so long for this. And it also feels cheap in that every new move we got is basically recycled. It's old animations. It's from...
Yep, I think that needs to be stressed. I saw some people saying, "Oh, we got new moves again." They're not new moves. This is just old shit they've put back in the game, or they've taken moves from older characters. Lazy. Like Horang's new attack is it's literally Baek Du-sun's attack.
Yeah, it is.
I looked and I was like, are these guys for fucking real? Like, come on, man. You didn't even spice it up a little bit. You literally ripped the animation from an old Tekken game.
Yeah.
And Alice's new attack is ugly. Dragunov's new attack is ugly. The animation, that weird animation now where they sort of bounce off the ground. I'm just like, what? Like, you actually came into the office. I'm assuming you came into the office pretty early to work on that. And you thought that that's something we'd want to see. Now from standing, Kazuya will do down back 2. And I'll bounce off the ground like a fucking Beyblade. And it floor breaks.
Yeah.
From standing. Like, what were you smoking? Finn, help me here, bro. What were they smoking?
I don't know. It's literally the most laziest shit. Like Reina's move is just the recycled Raijin option from Heihachi. They literally just gave her Heihachi's timeline animation and just put it on her model. It's King's Throw is just what the animation that it does in the combo. It's the, like, at this point, I don't know, because usually what you do if you give characters new moves, you want them to be at least a valuable addition to the move list.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know why they treat the game like this, their own game. Again, this is not obviously this is my generational cope, right? That Tekken 8 is a completely brain dead playground for them to figure out what they want and what they do not want for Tekken 9. But obviously that is the ultra cope, right? You have to almost like put me into a mental asylum cope. But yeah.
Yeah, I hear it. I saw John's new attack, and then I saw the application for it, and I was like, they're just King J was right. When the trailer dropped, King J said, "Mike, those are just buzzwords. They don't mean anything. Back to basics, more direct approach, whatever else they said. It was all just buzzwords."
Well, the crazy part is I said this on the beginning when I streamed here, that they even managed to underwhelm me. Because I said, these are buzzwords, but they are baiting. They're going to do the in-between stuff. They're going to do compensation buff, nerf, compensation buff. But in a lot of cases, they didn't even do that. So it's like, they even underwhelmed me. I even were too gracious with, they are baiting you. And it's going to be kind of status quo, but I didn't expect this. So it's crazy, right? They even managed to underwhelm me. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
I cannot wait until they do like some sort of interview or Tekken talk to see what they think. Because they're reading our responses. They're watching people's videos. And they're probably sitting there. I wonder if they're sitting there laughing, saying, "Yeah, we got them," or if they're sitting there confused that we don't like it. And if it's that they are confused at our reaction, then we got a real big fucking problem. If it's a thing where they're laughing at us, then we're like, okay, cool, they trolled us because we were hard on them on season 2, which is still a dumb thing to do because this is your game. But then at least you know that they're fully aware, they're sentient. If they don't know why we don't like this shit, then we have got a real fucking problem with Tekken's future.
Yeah. But Josh, thank you for the $10, my man. Michael Murray looks like he would actively sabotage Tekken just to make us mad and watch us complain more. Yeah, I have the same. Like, yeah, it's a fucked up thing to say, but I have that same impression. Yes, it's fucked up to say, but at least yesterday wasn't completely miserable. Because honestly, Mike, that segment on the BlazBlue segment, that shit was so fucking funny. I honestly, everyone rewatch this. This was such a nice adventure of having these two storylines. So at least that good came out of yesterday's Mike stream.
Do you want to do the part 3? Do you and C4 want to do part 3? Sorry, part 2.
You have to do part 2.
Like next, when now?
No, not tonight. We can do it tomorrow. I was gonna do a Tekken talk, but I was like, what's the point? Like, we've spoken about everything.
Yeah. At this, yeah. No. We can do it. Tomorrow is a bit difficult, but we can do that. Yeah.
If you can't do tomorrow, then we can do next week.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not spoiling myself.
Yeah. Alright, cool. What would you rather do, tomorrow or next week?
Next week.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll do it on Monday then. We'll do it on Monday. We'll do something. I'll do something else tomorrow. But yeah, the part 2 should be interesting since it's double the size of both documents. All right, let's get back to this video.
From legacy characters, or they take a certain move from a character's a string, and it's a third hit of a string, and they tear that out and they make that a single hit attack, and it's like, oh, everything's recycled. And some of them look really bad and janky because you can tell they've like sped up the animation or slowed down the animation, and suddenly it doesn't work anymore. It looks like shit. So it feels quite cheap in that way as well. But you know what? I'm gonna not give you everything. There's way too much to tell you regarding the patch. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the good stuff and explain to you what was good with the patch, because there was a lot of nice stuff. And then I'm gonna explain to you what made it so shit also, okay? I'm gonna bring out Mr. Jin. He's a very good character to showcase a lot of this stuff.
I am curious to know what is so good though. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty curious.
Yeah, let him do Jin. Let him do Jin. I'm actually interested. Let him do Jin.
So for example, long-range Demon Paw style heat engager, right? Arguably the most powerful mechanic that Tekken 8 ever introduced, in my opinion. So Requiem, Kazuya Devil Fist, Demon Paw with Jin. You know how strong Demon Paws have always been. And in Tekken 8 they hit for like crescendo, right? Because suddenly it's a fucking launcher when you're in heat, right? If I dash out of it and unblock, +5, right? Heat dash, unblock. So super powerful. And they now nerfed heat dash launchers in that you no longer get an infinite combo here. So for example, with Jin, you would actually get here like electric, this, into this, into this, into this. Kazuya could do 8 electrics, right? If you had the execution. Infinite combo. Now, they removed that. You get a normal combo. So with Jin, I'll just do a normal staple. Something like that. You don't spend 2 hours in the air. You don't get wall to wall. It also reduces the damage to quite an extent. I think this is an incredible change. And this also affects combos when you do the same heat dash but mid-air here. So you
wouldn't say incredible. I would say, first of all, I mean, excuse me, but the power level of that shit is already overtuned. In my opinion, no heat dash should launch. So like this is already too much. Like now they made it so that if it has to be in the game, it is like borderline acceptable. So I don't know. I wouldn't call this incredible, but yeah, okay.
No, I'm in agreement with you. I was literally thinking the same thing when he was saying that it's an incredible change, I was like, incredible is not the word I would use. It feels like, because the insane carries in Tekken 8 existed primarily in Season 2, right? They were bad in Season 1, but they got much worse in Season 2. So it just feels like they've scaled it back again, but it needed to be scaled back way further, because if the goal here is more interaction and more on your feet gameplay, then why are these moves that are already safe on block, because you can heat dash, also launchers? A Demon Palm should not be a launcher. None of them should be launchers. Not Feng Wei's, not Jin's, not Kazuya's, nobody.
Yeah.
So it's incredible change? No. Is it good? Is it a step in the right direction? Yes, it is, but it's not a massive step in the right direction either. Just a minuscule one.
And doesn't reset there where you can get additional hits. So it pushes them still far away. It is super good to reduce excessive combos and also nerf heat dash launchers. So I was very happy to see this. Second big point is that all heat smash wall splats are gone. So this is a gigantic nerf to all of the characters who had it. Super happy.
Maybe he doesn't know.
I think he does. He was probably going to mention it, but yeah.
I hope he does. Just in case he doesn't, that's not entirely true. If you whiff the first hit, then the other moves will make it so that you hit the wall and splat. The only character that's not true for is actually Jin. So if Jin's the one he's demoing this on, then he's not gonna know.
Yeah, the only if you get clipped, it's surely a bug, probably, but that makes it even worse. Like that bug on one of the flagship changes that you even made advertisement with in an attempt to neuter my expectation a little bit. That is bugged. Like, that is even worse. Like, that's even worse as if they had intended this. Do you guys realize? It's worse. Like, 9 months and you didn't play test this? Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Happy birthday, Kenjamin. Kenjamin turned 33, apparently. Big up, Kenjamin.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
Right, yeah.
With that. That should never have been in the game. I'm also happy to say that Jin, I really like the changes. I thought Tekken 8 Jin was like abysmal. An absolute dog shit piece of garbage design compared to what he was in Tekken 7. Hated it. And Law is also an example of this. But while Law continues to be a turd on 2 legs, unfortunately, sorry, Jin is starting to become a pretty healthy and cool character. I kind of like him now. And they did good changes for him in this patch. I also liked that. Another system change is that they nerfed installs. So any character that has an install where they get a buffed up state, like for example Snake Eyes with Brian, they now lose that token. I pop heat, you see how it flashes up the tribal there underneath my health bar. That's my Snake Eyes, right? So when that runs out, boom, it's gone, right? So prior to Season 3, when the heat runs out now, I would keep that token, but now it goes away. Might not sound like a lot, but that is a big nerf to installs. And that's going to lead to you have situations like this.
How many characters does it affect?
6.
I don't know the exact number of how many characters it affects. Yeah, all right. Is that all? That's not all the install characters, though, is it?
Yeah, 6. Yeah.
I think it says it at the beginning of the patch notes, right?
Oh, is it?
I don't know, but it's 6 characters. It's also 6 characters that have wall split heat smashes. It's 6 characters. Like, that's what I mean, right? These 2 like flagship things is like, first of all, the one is bugged and should have like the first one is bugged, should have been there from day 1, and it affects 6 characters. And this one as well, it affects 6 characters. I don't know if people like realize that. It's but okay.
Blue Gundam, thank you for the $2. Main man whined about Jin constantly during Tekken 7. Did he? I don't remember. It's so long ago.
Yeah, but whining means not whining is not equal to not valuing the character's design as a core.
Yeah, I can't comment on that. I don't. It's so long ago. I can't remember. But he did and he didn't. Oh, fair enough. Well, it's Tekken 7 was a long time ago. Let's focus on the here and now. But I appreciate the donation.
In Season 2, I do this. And now I keep the Snake Eyes, right? So you wake up to Dick Enhanced, you wake up to Soul Eraser, you wake up to Incinerator, and it's so nice to have that gone. These were systematic changes where I'm like super on board, super good for the game, awesome job. There were other things I would have liked to see, like for example, heat regeneration is still in the game. So Kazuya does a down back 1-2 on you, Law does a nunchuck, they get heat back. Why is that still in the game? Remove it. I also would have liked to see them remove the amount of tailspin we can do in combos. I think 2 of them is excessive. I think in general,
they did, but yeah.
combo damage is okay in this game.
Yeah, they did it to some people, right? But not
Yeah,
everybody.
to some moves they took it out. Yeah, by some moves they just said, okay, this aerial property change. Yeah,
But that's what makes it feel that's what makes it feel lazy. Like that issue affects every character. Why is it only some characters they did it to?
that's why I only made the heat video. I started my stream with when the patch note came, the patch day. I started with going through individual characters and listing all my nerfs. Obviously, they did like 3% of what I asked for. That's not surprising, but that's why I specifically turned the heat stuff into a video, because for me, in my world, that's the most important system that needs to be addressed, and they didn't do jack shit to it.
Yeah, more laziness.
To recoverable health, combos actually do less damage than they ever have. But it's combo length that is way too long in this game. You spend an eternity in the air in this game. So I would have loved to see something done about that. Like for example, also this heat burst bound. Do we need 2 bounds? We don't need 2 bounds. We don't need 2 tailspins per combo. And then on a character basis, and now we're gonna get into the still some good stuff. But here's where the shit really commences, and it's again the character by character basis. What happened to the characters? And here we have a bipolar devs who they'll do something magical to one character and fix them, and then they'll just take a shit on another character, destroy that character's identity, make the character hilariously OP, and you just don't understand what they're doing. So certain characters are more back to basics, and certain other characters they're not playing Tekken, basically. King still has homing Giant Swing for some reason, and so does Armor King. And you're sitting there like, is that back to basics? I don't know. I don't know if Giant Swing should be homing. What do I know, you know?
You know, they chose the absolute worst slogan for this game to try and push this patch. You could have said anything. If you had said more of the same, none of us could complain, because we're like, oh, they said more of the same. If
or just, patch comes, just patch comes stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not these words. Like, that is terrible.
Yeah, back to basics was the stupidest thing you could have said. The dumbest thing. That's like going to fucking Greg's and ordering an ice cream donut and they give you a jam donut. Like, it's just not what's on the tin. It's just a straight up lie. They just lied to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm mad that it's 2 seasons in a row they lied to us.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me.
You'll have your day, C4, don't worry. Everyone does.
Yeah, you're right.
We had a good run.
It's a matter of time.
10 frame throw that when it blue sparks you can't break and counter it. But we can stick to Brian here, and he's one of the examples of a job well done, 100%. I'm so happy to say that the changes to Brian reflect everything I wanted to see happen to him, bar Cannon. I would have nerfed Cannon as well, but it remains the same. So it is still +5 counter at launcher. I would have loved to see that go to like neutral on block. But everything else took truck to up the ass on Brian. Requiem saw a damage nerf. They removed
what's that move called? That punch that Brian does.
What, the haymaker?
Like the dash one, like the dash straight punch.
Did he say bulldozer? I don't know. Finn, do you know the name of it?
Sorry, what move? Yeah, I don't know what move.
The move that you were just showing just now, where he punches you in the face and you sort of, it's like plus something on block, +4.
Can you show me again, real quick?
It's my favourite move in cross Tekken. I just don't know what it's called. That move, yeah.
Would have nerfed Cannon as well, but it remains the same.
This punch,
so
this
it is
punch.
still +5 counter at launcher. I would have loved to see
Cannon,
that
but
go to, like,
he has that in Street Fighter.
But everything else took,
it's called Map Breaker. I just didn't know what it was called in
no,
Tekken.
that's not Map Breaker. Map Breaker is 442. That looks slightly different.
They removed,
They're saying that it's called Mac Punch in this game.
Yeah, Mach Punch, Mach Breaker, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
The cool name.
I spammed the fuck out of that in Cross Tekken. Finn knows.
Yeah.
The coded in built-in leniency on Taunt Heat Smash. So Taunt Heat Smash is no longer a baby mode option for Brian. So now Brian is incentivized to do this, Taunt Back 4, which requires a tremendous amount of skill. And it's also way more rewarding, right? Because if he does that, it doesn't consume his heat. He stays in heat. It's just that when Taunt Heat Smash was so easy and gave this OP, you didn't really give a shit. But now when you do the Taunt Heat
Smash... Was it Taunt Jet Upper? That was the hard thing with Brian.
Taunt Jet Upper, yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna leave heat and you're gonna leave Snake Eyes. I'm gonna go to heat and I'm gonna do my reversal. It no longer wall splats and it eats up way more heat as well. Gigantic nerf to Brian.
Wait, wasn't one of the changes if you hit the startup of heat in
Rage Art.
Rage Art. It's counter hit.
Yeah, Rage Art, yeah.
Okay. And that didn't that have armor? Rage Arts.
That has, yeah, but it's probably I actually haven't yet tested that, guys. Can someone in chat quickly tell me? Is it like? Wait a minute. Am I crazy? That's a good question. Actually, I didn't even test this yet. Can someone tell me quickly? Because sometimes you can interrupt the startup of the Rage Art before the armor activates, and you get countered before the armor frames, before 7 frame. Okay.
You know, Reyna's. I don't know if it's her new move. If that counter hits, Reyna will get up and she can Rage Art you. It looks like some shit out of Street Fighter.
Is it like a bug or like?
Yeah, like she counter hits you. I don't know what the name of the move is. It might be a new move, but you crumple. And when you crumple, Reyna will recover first and do her Rage Art on you. And I saw it and I was like, no fucking way. It's on Twitter. I've got it in my bookmarks actually. I'll show you guys after this.
Yeah.
It looks terrible. Anyway.
Now we're gonna look at Incinerator. So all of this were his dumbest tools, right? An Incinerator took a sledgehammer to the face. It uses up more heat now. But most importantly, the frames of Incinerator. So free hits used to be -2. It is now -7.
That's the okay stuff. I know all of that, but it's like he said, it's like no. Like fuck no. Like no. Like not even a quality of life, even Brian, like no. Honestly, in this game, Hatchet shouldn't be what it is. Cannon shouldn't be what it is. You shouldn't get a combo. Actually, I don't know if they actually touched this after 1+2 1. You know, but I mean, it is what it is. Like honestly, it is what it is.
Oh, you guys want to see the Reyna thing now? Hold on one sec, I'll bring it up.
Yeah, and and final thoughts of this maybe.
Yeah, we'll do final thoughts because he's just going over each character. Let me show you this. I saved in my bookmarks because I was flabbergasted.
Cool.
Where do you? There we go. Bookmarks.
Okay, someone says it's only on counter trade, but we will see. Because there are a lot of people baiting always on Twitter by making clips that look completely outrageous and are like literally 1 in a million scenarios.
Yeah, I mean, you play Reyna, so you can tell me if it's... I didn't include it in my video because I was a bit like, I don't know for certain. It looked pretty outrageous, but... Alright. Take a look at this.
For example, with Armor King in the beginning, people baited and made it out to be that after the wall combo, his ground throw is like actually natural, like a natural combo reset, and people... Yeah, don't know.
Yeah, watch this.
So against this setup, you used to be able to sidewalk, right? You used to be able to...
Wait, I can't... Can you...
Options.
Yeah, you're not sharing it.
Oh, my bad.
You're not sharing the stream. Yeah.
My bad. But, there we go. You see it now?
Yeah.
Yep.
So against this setup, you used to be able to sidewalk, right? You used to be able to like get rid of all the options. But yeah, you can't do that anymore. It's too fast. But don't even think about trading. Because if you trade, I can do that. Or this.
Yeah, that's on a trade.
Yes, that's great. That's amazing. This is just what Reina wanted. So against this setup,
that looks mad to me.
No, it's fine. Like that's fine. Like the crumple trade is that happens with other moves. That happens even like in Tekken 7 probably. But the crazy part about this is not even every character. What he says is like this homing move is now for certain characters that could walk some of the options. Again, that doesn't apply to every option. I think he did down to 1+2 there. It's just that my Discord was a bit lagging. That now the homing takes care of that as well, and it's a complete weakness negator, that move.
Right. Okay. Optimus.
I mean, yeah, that move in and of itself is outrageous, Mike. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
that they gave her
looks,
that move
as mad to me. That the fact that she can trade and then go into a rage art, that shouldn't be a thing. That's mad stupid. Optimus, thank you for the £5. Tekken has always had the prowess of a polished game. Great for spectators and players alike. It's sad to see the current state of it and its reputation. It is sad. It is sad, bro. We're coming to the end of the stream. I promise you that we'll be doing podcasts for it, but I ain't gonna be playing it on stream that much. It's a sad state of affairs. But let's hear Main Man's final thoughts on the patch.
But there's not a whole lot to talk about with Kazuya. It's so unfortunate. So many characters, shit changes. Certain characters are treated well, whereas other characters, I guess, are meant to be the new Ultra.
Say again, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. So I fucking hate this.
I know. Sorry. No, that's no problem.
This
I know
sucks. Let's see. Did that? There you go. Can you see it?
Yep.
It's so unfortunate. So many characters, shit changes. Certain characters are treated well, whereas other characters, I guess, are meant to be the new ultra broken meta characters that are going to be tortured to play against. It's a shame. I feel like, again, it just feels a bit cheap, the whole thing. And there's no real insight. They don't communicate, and there's no real vision. The final point is just we waited 9 months for this. We waited 9 months and it should have delivered more. I guess going forward, they have said that they want to change, they want to take it step by step. They want to do more patches, right? That's what they said, right? So
why though? Why? Like, why not just do it all up? Why didn't you just give us a nice big patch and then work from there?
They didn't have anything planned, or like I don't know, man. It's not right.
It's just so dumb. They're so dumb. Their thing was, we'll release a bare bones patch with none of the changes people asked for, or barely any of them, and then we'll slowly give it to you over the year. Like, trying to make sense of it, and we need feedback from them. They need to go into their own feedback form and let us know what's going on, because I don't understand. Yeah, I see no vision either, Dinner Buff. I see no vision whatsoever.
one would hope that they fix the characters now that they fucked up. But at the same time, like with Season 2, it took forever. I don't know. I just find the whole thing so unfortunate. It's such a shame because this game it could be by far the best Tekken game ever made. Everything is there for it to so easily claim the throne and the crown, but for some reason there's going to be some person or a couple of people who have to insist on the dumbest shit imaginable. And I don't know why. I don't even know what to say in conclusion. I'm just very disappointed. I'm very disappointed, and I'm sad for all of us. Yeah.
Well, I'm sad for all of us as well. I agree with him there. In terms of it having potential to be the king of the Tekkens, I don't think so. Personally, there's too much in this game that is alien to the Tekken that I grew up with. It can be way better though. It can be much better than what it is. I don't know, man. Don't know about you guys, but to me, they stepped in a massive fucking turd, and I don't know if they're going to be able to walk their way out of this one.
That's what it sounds like everyone else is saying. I don't know enough, but I think he's the only person that have said that he thinks Tekken's like redeemable from this. Everyone else seems to think it's a rip.
Yeah, it does feel like that.
I don't. Great. What did you say, Sifu?
Main Man's the only person I've heard say that there's like potential for this Tekken to even like be redeemed, let alone be the best Tekken. Everyone else seems to say,
Tekken,
like,
I mean,
yeah,
look, when they can destroy the game with one patch in season 2, they can also not undestroy it. That is possible. So no one should deny the possibility of this. How big is that possibility? Well, pretty slim. And considering that the actual consumer base, note that I don't say player base, on Twitter is under the season 3 post asking why Leo can't wear dresses and what is the actual lore color for Brian because I want to buy his outfit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That speaks for itself.
Yeah, there's a lot of attention being given to the wrong people. I know that might sound arrogant for us to say, but if your complaint is that you can't dress up Leo when there are so many problems with this game, then I'm not even mad at those people though. Like they can say that. And they bought the game, they have a right to say that. But my problem is the fucking management. Like, what are you doing paying attention to that nonsense? Fix your game and then put Leo in as many skirts as you want. I ain't gonna care. I'll play the character. Do what you want with him or her. Whatever gender Leo is. I don't give a shit. But fix the problem first. This is a fighting game first, okay? It's not dress up. It's not a dress up simulator.
The sad part about this is even those people who are happy to take the breadcrumbs and buy the outfits and shit, the sad part about it is even they get dog shit. These are fucking recycled bad costumes. The season pass, the battle pass right now is the worst one I have ever seen. Bar from the first one. This is the worst one I have seen, except the very first battle pass. Yeah. So even these people who care about that shit, also, they get like the lowest quality possible. It's crazy.
We all lost here. The only person that won was C4. The rest of us are big losers.
I won a World Cup.
Do you want to take a victory lap?
Yeah, I mean, take a quick one. Tekken brain rot is real. You guys thought back to basics meant something. I was on this stream saying. I didn't. Can't remember. Maybe you didn't.
No, most of us said we said that it's a bait. Like King J said that a lot, or we were like, we don't know what the fuck that means.
I said it's bait. I made multiple videos saying it's bait. I said it's bait. But the funny part is, huh?
I was trying to remember when we was all in the Discord watching
Chat the Third.
The tournament.
Yeah, Chat the Third was the one
who
said, you know what? I think they can do it. Because that's pre-season 3 patch, right? That's pre-yesterday. And pre-yesterday, until the blog post update, precisely, until the blog post update, he was like, yeah, you know what? I mean, they fucking killed the game in one patch, so they can, why not, right? And they have the right words. Like they clearly use the right words because they know what the problem is. So I can't fault Chat the Third for this. My position was, they are going to bait you and they're going to do compensation buff galore. But even I am underwhelmed with this, which is crazy.
Fair. Yeah, I can't. I remember everyone being mad at Roger more than anything. But yeah, I mean, touch grass, play other games. I know most of you guys do anyway. So that's why I just want Blackheart to fucking stream another game. That would make me more happier than watching Tekken full.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you're going to have to, okay? If you're in the chat or if you're someone that does Tekken full time, if you're okay with the game in the way it is, that's fine. Obviously, like, it's whatever. But I anticipate viewership is going to fall off for Tekken, like, actual, like, dedicated Tekken streams. Like, not when people are talking and having a bit of a back and forth, but actual Tekken, just watching Tekken, like, replays or Tekken tournaments or any of this stuff, I think it's going to take a massive dip. I think people have actually finally hit their breaking point. I think season 1, we were all a bit miffed. We were like,
you want to bet money?
Bet money? How would we measure it?
We check the EWGF player activity in like 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever months. We set a deadline. We don't even need to. Okay, we don't even need to fucking bet money. But do you think the game will have less players in like half a year?
Yeah.
Or 3 months?
Yeah, I do.
You think so?
Yeah. What? Let's check.
Because I don't think
what
that.
is it now?
What is it now? Wait, let me check.
I'm within. I think the numbers will go up.
You think the numbers are going to go up?
Yeah, not by much. I think it's going to be an
They're gonna
increase.
release Kunimitsu, Bob.
Okay, so let's look at across the board. I want to look at numbers in game, playing the game, and I want to look at tournament numbers as well.
Right now, I care only about like the player numbers.
Okay.
Like because tournaments are not
Tournaments will go
relevant
down,
actually for
I
me,
reckon.
and not really relevant for them either. Right now it's like 200k, 210k, 200k, 210k average every week.
If that's the average every week for now, I think that's going to drop. I think I'm willing to wager that we can either do 6 months in or towards the end of season 3, that number would have significantly fallen. I would wager it's probably going to fall to about 180, 190.
180, 190, but that's not a lot.
That's still a drop off though.
From 200 to 190. Come on, Mike.
I thought you said 220.
Right now it's like 200, 210 average.
So that's okay. If 200 is the average, I'd say they're probably going to drop down to about 150.
That's a bet. Okay, okay. Let's keep that in mind. We don't need to bet any fucking money. It's just okay, because I don't think so.
Yeah, I think.
Clip for prosperity, someone. Just so we remember.
I think that the characters are also going to play into that as well. I think that this was a dog shit lineup, and I think the only way that those numbers will bounce back is if the final character is a really, really cool character. Kunimitsu, Bob, and Roger, I don't think they're game changers. Roger has the shock factor, but I think that's going to wear off very quickly. And Bob and Kunimitsu is like, it's Bob and Kunimitsu. It's like they're not moving mountains.
I mean, isn't that a bit sad if you like when you kind of say, well, if it's a cool character, then people come back for shit. Okay, you know what? Let's say maybe because that obviously it's nebulous, right? If that's weird. If it's like a super weird guest character where everyone is interested, let's say, let's say Bob's. I think that's fair. But Bob's release, second character, like right in the middle, is that fair?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, let's keep that in mind then. Bob's
You'd
release.
have to look like like a week after Bob's release, though, right? Because there's going to be a spike when Bob drops.
Yeah, we would do it into Bob's release because the characters they drop and then there's a big gap in between the next one. So we'll let that marinate a little bit, and then when the gap is big enough, then we'll look at it and see where people are.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, I think that the numbers will continue to dwindle going into season 4. I think if there is a season 4.
Yeah, but Mike, correction. The numbers didn't continue dwindling anywhere. We have more players than in season 1.
No, I'm
season
saying based
players.
off what we're talking about season 3. I think.
You mean right now?
No, as in on
That's
our
like,
bet.
I mean,
I'm saying that I believe that it's going to dwindle by the time we get to where our bet is, and then I believe it will continue to dwindle going into season 4 if there is a season 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think now sentiments are going to change because with season 1, it was like, okay, cool. This was weird for Tekken, but they tried something new. Then they started to fix things very slowly. Then we went into season 2 and it caught everybody off guard. Everyone was shell shocked, but we thought because they apologized, okay, cool, they've learned their lesson. Season 3 comes out like this. I think that they broke a lot of people's trust. I think they lost a lot of people's trust, and I think that the glimmer of hope that people had is now going to start to dwindle. I think with season 2, they were able to get away with it because it was the first big fuck up. Even though we had that weird season in Tekken 7. This was an apocalyptic fuck up for Tekken. But because it was so left field, everyone was like, okay, cool. They'll work it out. But now that this has happened again, now I think this is where the real like chinks in the armor are gonna appear. Like big chinks in the armor, cracks in the armor. That's what I think. Especially, main man's got a lot of influence over like the casual base as well. He's got a very big Tekken base.
Yeah.
If he's sitting there going, "This is disappointing," I think that's going to kill a lot of enthusiasm for a lot of people. And then if Lil Margin is saying that, if who else is a big Tekken content creator? I don't know. Insert random person. They're saying it as well. I think it's going to kill the enthusiasm for a lot of people. And I think when they go on Twitter, they're probably going to look at it and be like, "Oh, I think this is going to spread around," because unfortunately, the developers said that they're going to roll out changes very slowly. So yeah, I anticipate a drop off. I'll stick to my bet. I anticipate a drop off here.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, I think we've covered everything that we need to. Was there anything you guys wanted to end on?
No, not really, man. Everything has kind of been said. I mean, it's also, we have again pretty much reached unanimous status. There's like there's besides Sesojin, there's not a single one who is like out of line, so to speak, when it comes to this patch. So yeah, at least, sorry, the 10% hardcore audience that is on Twitter, and you know what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, C4, did you have anything you wanted to add?
My condolences. That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
sounds my dude. One thing you could try if you really want to play Tekken again, play other games, and you might dislike them so much it might make you appreciate Tekken a little bit, tiny bit more.
Yeah. Well, I hear that. That's definitely a thing. Yeah, I guess. All right, well, boys, I'll message you about that part 2 for the BlazBlue thing. Maybe there'll be a part 3 added onto it by the time we get there. But yeah, no, I appreciate you guys jumping on the stream.
Thanks.
All good. See ya.
In a bit, boys. All right, guys. Well, what more can be said? What more can be said? What a fucking shit show. Show what? Victim of ritual? Bro, that tweet is a Bible passage. Bro, I'm half asleep now. I ain't reading that all out. I'll check it out. I'm going to do more Tekken content this week, just covering what has happened on the game and my stance. But that is a long ass tweet, and I am very, very, very tired. So what I'm going to do before I end up falling asleep on camera is I'm going to thank everyone for the donations. I really appreciate you guys. You guys always make these streams worth it. Thank you to the new members. And thank you for, like, we had like 530 people watching at one point. So I really appreciate all of that. I will do more Tekken content, but I don't know if I'm going to stream the game. Am I going to do a call-in show to talk about this at some point this week? It will more than likely be next week, because next week I'll actually be more settled down, because you guys know I'm in the process of moving stuff out of my place. So probably next week. Tomorrow I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'll keep you guys posted though. I'll let you know on Twitter. I'll let you know on the community page. But yeah, thanks for. I'm listen. We're all gonna suffer together. Okay, we got 1 year of this bullshit. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm on DOA 6 right now. I'm enjoying that. And are you going to look into therapy? Well, no. What, over Tekken? No, I think I'm good. Hey, listen, bro, if you're going to therapy because you need it, more power to you, man. I hope that you find peace in that. But no, I'm okay, man. I don't need therapy. It's just a video game, right? Yeah, it's let us down. It sucks, but it is what it is. What can I say? But hey, man, listen, I ain't shitting on therapy. I don't know if it would work for me, but if it works for you, Jahuti, I will watch your video on stream next time, because if I'm gonna be reacting to people's videos, I want to give it a bit more energy. I am, as you can see in my face right now, I am absolutely knackered. I want to get in bed and lay down. I got work early in the morning as well, so we'll watch it next time. But yeah, all right, guys. I will catch you all very soon. Maybe tomorrow, most likely. Peace out.
目指す道は